Bert is Bert, Bert is Bert, Bert, ha 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 is Bert, Bert is the word is Bert, Bert does its own thing, haters getting Bert hurt, Bert drops the golden nuggets, Bert.
Hey, brother, can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yes, let's go.
Woo! What was that song you just had on, man? The Lee got their own little Bert song.
You know what? Since we normally run the show up, I mean, if you're cool, I'll play. It's like a minute long.
Oh, play that shit.
Let's go. All right. We'll be right back, y'all. Audio's good. Spaces are good. So the spaces and the live stream was both wrecked, but we're still running this up. It's going to be the best stream we're going to run at this point. The bull run has started. Let's run it up. Bert is Bert.
Hi is Bert, Bert is the word is Bert,
All right, you guys, what's up? Bert is Bert community spaces powered by at the Bert coin. Welcome, everyone. I hope you're doing well. For some reason, the live stream and the spaces link, which never happens on either, essentially. I've never seen it in like 400 shows. Neither of them worked. Neither of them had the good audio. I couldn't even start the spaces, so I had to make completely new, fresh links. I see a bunch of you guys already moved over from it. So we're about 15 minutes into the original show, but the show must go on. We have Yam TA welcoming us here today. He's been an absolute legend in the space. If you haven't shot him a follow yet, make sure to do so now. Let me actually find his X account. I believe it's let me give him a shout out here. It is Twizzy, TWIZZY, Yam Crypto. Make sure to go shoot him a follow, show him some love for all the alpha that we're going to be dropping here today. Today, we'll be focusing on XRP, TA alpha. I'm going to obviously, of course, as always, chart some Bert coin, talk about some of the latest alpha, some of the memes, some of the vibes, the community. You guys know how it goes. Buy XRP, buy Bert. Make sure to shoot the Bert coin a follow as well. Show them some love. And of course, if you have not been onboarded to XRP memes and at first_ledger, make sure to go sign up, go get started now. And of course, the referral link, if you're getting onboarded still, shoot me a DM. Happy to help. The referral link is in my bio as well under that first ledger section. All right. That's the introductions. Yam, what's up, brother? It's great to hear from you once again. I know we've been waiting on the shows here. We were going to do it last week, but I know it was holidays and all that kind of stuff. But what's up with you, brother? I hope you've been well.
Yo, G, and you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, brother. You sound great.
Awesome. Did you go on holiday?
I did. Thanksgiving. I'm in the U.S.
How was the holiday? No, you went on holiday for 2 weeks. Yeah, is that what you're on about?
Yeah, brother. Yeah, it was the spaces that we were gonna do that basically fell on the holiday, and my girlfriend was gonna kill me if I ran any spaces. So I was like, well, I guess we got to reschedule that.
Where'd you go?
We just spent time with family, you know, her side, my side, and just we didn't really leave the city necessarily, but yeah, I mean it was good. It was good, kind of take a little breather from crypto as well. But I was definitely checking some stuff as we do, you know. So But yeah, brother.
I went back into the chat after I think it was like XRP did like 200%.
Yep.
And Hbar did 200%. I went back in the chat and I was thinking this guy was on holiday. The stream should have been this week
Yep.
when it was running up. And I remember the week before I put in the chat, it's go time. And then yeah, bro, it's been a how long has it been? Like since our last call? It must have been.
Oh man, it's been so. I basically stopped running Hedera Spaces in like mid to late September, and I
Yeah.
took a little break from then, just because Atma went offline, and just like fundamentally, and a lot of people in HBAR probably will like hate that I'll say this, but fundamentally, not much has changed. Obviously, a lot of this market runs on speculation and all that kind of stuff, But like from 4 cent HBAR to like 40 cent HBAR not even that long ago. And for those of you guys wondering like why I'm even mentioning HBAR right now, like I ran shows for over a year over there, and I talked about all the things that are needed, conversations with the HBAR Foundation, with all the devs, right? All the community members, all the main teams, all that kind of stuff. We ran interviews, all of it was for free, that kind of stuff. We had a sponsor over there. Shout out to Gilmore Estates holding it down over the bear market, right? But fundamentally, not much has changed to warrant a 40 cent HBAR this last run, right? Fundamentally. But when the bull run kicks off, all season kicks off, I did say that there doesn't have to be rationale behind pumps, right? You have the SEC, what was it, Brian Brooks or something potentially, but then that didn't go through, right? So, and then suppose the HBAR dumps from there, but it's like, okay, well, these tokens can't just be pumping and dumping based off just that news alone, right? There has to be more fundamentals that really drive these, or it's ultimately just speculation. A lot of people hate it when I say that, but ultimately it is the truth at the end of the day. And so now we're going to have a meme coin platform, meme job .fun, I believe it's called. So HBAR is going to get some memes, right? And that's one of the biggest catalysts that I'm watching for to onboard more people into the HBAR, to the Hedera ecosystem, right? And since we're having these conversations about Hedera, and I've said this for a long time, it's happening now on XRP, right? We have First Ledger been up for about 6 or 7 weeks now, and meme coins are really, really showing, and that's why I'm hosting these shows. I really want to showcase, hey, like there are opportunities if you're bullish on XRP, essentially good high quality memes communities. Yeah, a lot of them are going to be manipulated, unfortunately, but if you find the right ones, stick it out, and they continue to grow, continue to raid, vibe together, your memes are going to outperform whatever asset that they're on. And so we've already seen a ton of these memes do 10x, 20x, 50x from our initial entries, 100K market caps, 250K, and so on. In the last month, in the last 6-7 weeks, so watching this play out, we started out at pretty much no users, and we're adding about 5 to 10K new users every 24 hours now on First Ledger. Watching that rate of increase makes me extremely, extremely bullish for what is yet to come for XRP memes. And if XRP can hold these levels, which I'm no like expert when it comes to TA, I try to do basics, right? You say higher lows, higher highs. Is there like a cup and handle, head and shoulders, right? Certain aspects like that. I'll throw up some stochastic RSI, some RSI, and like those are like the really, really basic fundamentals I think everyone should learn, everyone should know. But when we start talking about like the Wyckoff and the fib levels and all that kind of stuff, I'm still learning that. But that's also why we have some amazing legends like Yam coming up on the show, because they're absolutely amazing with all this. And I can't wait to unpack all this with you, brother. So we're just going to jump right in. So I'll just kick it to you, brother. I mean, whatever you want to share, if you want to share your screen, you're welcome to do that as well. I know we've done that in the past. So I want our community here on the live stream. I see we're almost at about 200 people. So massive shout out to all of you guys. Again, make sure to shoot Yam a follow. Make sure to show him some love. And if you're excited for the alpha, for the TA here today, again, hit that button on the bottom right. Like and retweet the show. Drop a comment as well what you're most excited for. Which memes are you buying? I want to see where the community sentiment is as well. And then towards the end of the show, we'll do some Bert TA and talk about some Bert alpha as well. So yeah, I mean, you're welcome to take it away. If you want to share your screen, feel free to hit present, and then I'll add it up if you want to, brother.
I'm pretty sure I should have it up already.
Okay. I don't see it on my tab here, so
Let's go again. We'll give it another go.
let's see. Maybe if I remove mine, maybe it'll load yours or something. Let's see. Edit layout.
Should be up.
See if I just do. Oh, here we go. All
There
right,
we go.
we are
There we
live.
go. Okay, so first off, I just want to say nothing that me or Apex say, any charts that we show are finance advice. It's just it's a little talk show. Apex, what do you want me to go through? I've come with pretty much anything I can go through. XRP. I'm really sorry, people listening. I don't know any XRP memes. Maybe I'll get into it. At the moment, my kind of capital is all in my spot holdings, and then I've got
Let's go.
I've got someone on an exchange which I'm trading. Which you
Yeah.
can actually, if you follow me, I'm posting all my trades on there, and I've currently got a 13 out of 15 hit rate. So
Whoa.
anyone wants, I'm going through all my trades on there. Obviously, none of it's financial advice. I'm just showing you what I'm seeing on charts. But yeah, I'm not been getting the meme coins, unfortunately. It's just something that I can't get into. I can't lie. I've got nothing against it. I think it's very good for the chains. It's very good for the on-chain activity. It brings devs over to whatever chain it's on. It's just something that I can't get into. I think it's the this cycle. I kind of, Apex, you probably don't know this. I don't know if I've told you. I went full time in crypto at the start of this year in Feb. I went full time after doing this for about 4 years. So this bull run's kind of, I wanted to have full attention on in this bull market, and I want to learn. I want to experience what it's like to be inside of a bull market.
Right.
So all my capital's in spot. And I wanted to sit and I wanted to watch, I wanted to study, and at the end of the day, I need to come out with some profit because it is my job. So I think meme coins for me, this cycle is, to me, it just seems I could lose some capital where in my spot bags I've got, it's doing pretty well at the moment. So I can pull out of that, have profit that could last me a while, and I can trade with that. Whereas meme coins at the moment, just it's unnecessary risk for me. But I've got nothing against them. So if you want to go through some meme coins, then I'll pull up that screen and we can. I've got anything. I can go through anything. I think most people that are in here are probably XRP Hbar holders. So they're probably into the utility coins. I can go through some alts. I can go through what I see on Bitcoin. I think the last time we were on here, we spoke more about general. What do we see in the market altogether? And I think we were saying Bitcoin all-time high, end of October, which I sent you that screenshot and it did on the futures. I'll take any for that. And then I think I said confidently the first week of November all-time high, and then we got that.
That's what we're saying.
So far, the calls on XRP, Hbar, no matter who fudded. All the FUD that was going on, we were steady stacking the bear market. We were steady stacking. Conviction was not lost. So far, from our last call, I'm pretty sure everything's pretty much played out. So if you want to go through an update of what I'm seeing currently, and then
let's do it. So
I've got no time limit either, so it's not that late over here now.
Oh, for sure.
It's only 8:30, so I've got all night, man. So whenever you want me to go off, just let me know.
No, and I think that's why also, like, I know we were doing the shows about, I think, 3 hours later than this, but I really want to give more people opportunity, depending on where they're at in the world, to be able to come up and speak, So I believe we're going to start running these at this time instead. So what is it, 3 p.m. EST, weekdays, Monday through Friday, I think makes a lot of sense for a lot of people. I've been in DMs. People are DMing me, hey, I think this time works more. So we really want to be able to work together with the community. So, but with that being said, as you said, the last time we hosted a show about 2 months ago, everything we called has pretty much played out. So you're welcome to everyone that was listening. We gave you guys a ton of alpha. All you had to do essentially was just hold. In terms of memes, before we get into, I think it'd be best if we just do like Bitcoin, XRP. That will probably be the main two that we'll focus on. I do plan on doing an Hbar specific show very soon. So I'll definitely love to unpack all that really soon, especially once the memes start coming out as well. I think people want to learn more. But in terms of XRP memes, the way I look at it is, like, regardless of which memes, if you ever join the community, if you ever post a meme, whatever, like, it's basically like this. Like, you start with like 100 XRP, right? I only put in like $500 myself. I won't say how much it's turned into, but basically you put in like
Drop the number.
Drop the number, Max. What is it, mate?
Yeah, it's pretty mental. But what I will say is this: like putting like a very small position, which a lot of people are starting to do, put a very small position of whatever you consider your portfolio, right? And then consider as like a very like 1,000x leverage play that most likely will go up because we're already seeing market caps at like 10, 25, 100 million, just kind of leveling out, holding steady. But then they started at like 1 mil, you know? So it's like you could put in 100 XRP
Well,
and turn it
no,
into,
even less than that, like 100k.
yeah,
So people getting
yeah,
100k.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. It's listen. The thing with memes is so right. You got to think of the market. Like you're thinking of Bitcoin, right? If Bitcoin goes up, majority of the time it sends the altcoins with it. I know
yeah,
there is like an altcoin sees where dominance goes down, but pretty much if you're in altcoins instead of Bitcoin, the only reason you're doing that is because well, Bitcoin maybe might just be a 2x, and then that altcoin you're looking at might be a 10x or a 20x. So
right,
you're buying the altcoin instead of Bitcoin. It's basically like a leveraged trade.
right,
If Bitcoin goes down 10%, your alt goes down 20%. So it's
right,
a leveraged trade. So if you're on the XRP, I'm saying to the people by the way, maybe that aren't into meme coins yet. So if you're an XRP or if you're on the Solana meme coins, your meme coins are going to go up if your layer one or the chain that you're on. So if XRP is going to rocket like it has been doing, that's why you're seeing people get into the meme coin space. So it's basically being in the meme coins like a leveraged trade on XRP. Now
yeah,
it's a lot more risky, obviously, but it's a leverage trade. It's the exact same as being in an altcoin instead of Bitcoin because altcoins get more gains. But if Bitcoin goes
right,
up, your altcoins go up. It's the exact same thing.
exactly.
So it is honestly a no brainer. I can't lie. I'm just the type of guy that if I'm not fully into something, that I'm not fully into something. I
Yeah,
have to. My brain just fully allocates to something in
I
my
I understand completely,
spin.
brother. That
Right.
is
I probably will
that.
get into it though. I
Yep,
probably will. I'm on XRP or Defo maybe on Hbar because
yep,
I am in the Hbar ecosystem quite a bit. Anyway,
yeah.
if we're gonna do a Hbar show, we'll talk about that. But if anyone is in here for Hbar, my personal opinion, not financial advice, Hbar looks really good where it is at the moment. But if we're gonna do a Hbar show, we can talk all about that. If just XRP Bitcoin, let's get it, man. You carry
Yeah,
on what you're
bro.
saying. Sorry, I kind of took
No,
your
you're good.
spot.
No, you're good. I'm just bouncing off your alpha here, but yeah, as I said, we'll definitely run up a HBAR show sometime as well, just to kind of keep them a little separate. I just shared my screen really briefly on the XRP chart as well. I just charted as you were speaking, but yeah, I mean, as you said before, you kind of have to like feel. At least for me, it's like it was a mental barrier for me a long time. Like I want to feel like I'm all in on something, you know, and when I understand that, hey, like these memes on all chains essentially, right, have a lot of room to run, especially XRP. Seeing XRP flipping Solana, potentially flipping Ethereum, right, that kind of stuff. I would love to have a conversation about that. People are saying it'll flip Bitcoin, right? Kind of wild, but if it happens, I mean, it's happened before.
Yeah,
That kind of conversation, like seeing that, it's like, okay, well, XRP is leveraged on Bitcoin essentially, but then these
yeah,
memes are like leveraged on XRP, and people are like, "Oh, okay, well, why would I buy XRP at these levels if I believe X meme is going to 100 mil?" But then, like for Bert, for example, my PFP, the one that's powering the show, okay, it's like 4 mil, right? So that's a 25x, and XRP does a 5x from here, right? And it's paired with XRP, so it's like I'm gonna get 5x the amount of XRP, and if I have like a hypothetically 1,000 XRP. Just here's some crazy numbers for those of you guys listening. If I put in 1,000 XRP into Bert right now and it does run to 100 mil, which I think is just pretty much nothing because a lot of the memes total market cap is like 200 to 300 million right now. So we're like not even on the radar comparably to Solana. The moment we actually start to explode, which at the end of, I said at the end of this month, 250,000 users at minimum on First Ledger. We're trending in that direction right now. If XRP shoots to like $5 anytime soon, which we're gonna unpack here today, okay, you have 1,000 XRP. That's probably worth like $5,000. If XRP runs to 5,000 to $5, okay, you have 1,000 XRP in Bert. Bert does a 25x. That's 25,000 XRP worth at $5. That's 125 grand. And right now, XRP is worth $2, which is 2 grand. So you just turned 2,000 into 125,000 while XRP pumps and then Bert pumps at the same time. That's the kind of like insane gains that like you kind of have to just like turn off all logic and be like, okay, this space doesn't make any sense. but I'm going to put a portion of my portfolio into it because other people agree that it doesn't make any sense. And at the end of the day, Bert is Bert and Bert fly high. And like, that's all you basically need to know. Just like make insane gains. And like that, no, I'm not even kidding though. Like, that's the kind of logic you have to have because
What kind of
when things
brainwashing
get
are you doing to these people?
yeah, like when things get crazy, people are like, how am I making this much money? It's like you don't have to have a rationale behind it. And that was my biggest like hang up on this space forever. It's like, why is this token pumping 8, 10x, 100x? Like when nothing's changed, just like, oh, okay, like logic doesn't run this market. It's irrationality. So like study irrationality and you're gonna absolutely kill it this cycle. So speaking of irrationality, a lot of people don't want to think they're irrational and all that kind of stuff. They want to think they're super smart, and that's cool. You know, if you're buying XRP early, these memes early, I would consider you smart because guess what? The masses aren't here yet. They're definitely buying some of our bags for sure. A lot of these apps are starting to trend. Obviously, Bitcoin just passed 100K in the last day. It was last night sometime. Like that's gonna be all over the news.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
top
Well, it already
isn't
is.
in yet. Yeah, yeah,
It's the main page on Bloomberg, and it's the main
yep.
page on what's the other one? Financial something.
Hmm.
Yeah, but this is where the media comes in. This is when you
Yeah.
kind of look. I think I posted the other day. This is It wasn't. We went at 100K, and it wasn't anything to do with the 100K. But what I was basically saying is where we are at the moment. You know, people, it's all over people's TikToks. I'm not on any social media other than X. So I'm just hearing this from my friends that they're saying that, you know, I was basically, my friends know that I've been in crypto for a very long time. They know what I'm invested in. They know I'm in Hbar, XRP, and those kind of coins. And they were saying, you know, this one friend who didn't really buy in the bear market when I was telling him to, is now asking if it's a good time to buy XRP and Hbar. And
Rip.
I was wondering
Rip.
why XRP and Hbar.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
he said, "Well, that's all I'm seeing all over TikTok." And I was like, "What?" And I said to him, "If you would have told me people were talking about Hbar 1 month ago on social media, I would have
Yep.
laughed because
Yep.
that coin was, in my eyes, you know, one of the best looking coins on the charts, one of the best
Exactly.
looking coins, and same
Yep.
with XRP.
Yep.
The reason why I bought them is because they looked extremely good on chart wise.
Yep.
I'm the type of guy I don't care about narratives. I don't care what people say. If a chart looks like it's gonna do well, then I'm gonna be in that chart. I'm gonna be in that coin. So all the fun about Hbar, I really don't care. The on-chain network, really don't care. It'll all come when the price goes up, and that's what we're seeing with XRP
Right.
and with Hbar. So this all happens in one time. But if you told me last month that people XRP, okay, it's a top 10 coin. And I was in XRP when the lawsuit went off. When we first won like the first bit of the lawsuit last year, early last year, or was it early this? No, it was early last year. I was in work then. So when XRP went up, people in work knew I was in crypto, but they didn't know I was in XRP, and they were all asking about XRP. So I was expecting once XRP did, you know, do what it's done now, I was expecting a lot of media coverage, a lot of social media talking about it. Because at the end of the day, it is one of them coins that most people are actually in from 2017, and now it's gone up. People look like geniuses because they were in there, but they may have completely forgot they owned any. But you know what I'm trying to say. Whereas Hbar is like, I think it was getting pushed down to near the bottom of the top 70. It was getting pushed down. A lot of FUD was happening. It wasn't really catching up with the market. But to me, it looked prime. I was here tweeting like nearly every week saying, "Yo, this looks prime. Pay attention. Just have patience." And then now it's happened. You know, if who cared about Hbar like last month? With XRP, everyone's always hating on XRP. Like mainstream Twitter has always hated on XRP, but Hbar, bro, they've never even cared. It's never been like a coin that people have bothered to even talk about. It's not like a coin people have ever spent time to actually hate on. So the fact that now it's getting all the attention, it's like a 700%. It's kind of baffling. I didn't know. I knew it was going to do this price wise, but like from like a public focus, like the main center of attention on like social media or TikTok crypto or Instagram Reels crypto, wherever it's on. I'm kind of mind blown by it. Now I did not expect it at all. What do you think about that?
Yeah, brother, it's absolutely insane. Sorry, my I don't know if my power just went out or something.
You've
My
been in the
monitor.
spaces. You've actually been in this spaces. You've been speaking about Hbar. You
Yeah, yeah. No,
every
I can.
space I've come on, you've been saying, "Oh, the community is mad again because this thing didn't." I came on,
Yeah,
and we were both like, "It doesn't matter if the
yeah,
price goes up. Everyone's opinion will change." And now it's changed, and now it's like, holy, like everyone all of a sudden cares about HBAR. But we were here like last month saying, "Listen, it's coming. Just be patient. It's coming." And then now it's here. Everyone's freaking kind of by HBAR. I just wouldn't expect
yeah,
HBAR
brother.
to get this kind of a coverage.
Yeah, it's absolutely insane. And then watching how, I mean, I did the shows for over a year, and like I don't know, we had like 200-300 people on average a day. Like a bunch of you guys are legends for supporting, showing up every day on HBAR. But man, I mean, it's, and obviously XRP, same deal. I mean, I really got deeper into the community around the time First Ledger came out about 7 weeks ago, and pretty much XRP Army is like in the same boat as HBAR. Like ton of FUD, ton of hatred towards the token, towards the community, right? Like a lot of hardcore cult believers in the tech, in the banks, and whatever type of adoption they believe it's going to flip, be top 10, that kind of stuff. XRP has been there, but we believed, at least in Hedera, that we're going to be top 10. Like the amount of engagement on TikTok, the volume, if you've been looking at the volume for the HBAR token itself,
Bro, it's crazy.
surpassing like top 5 tickers by market cap on CoinMarketCap. Like it's literally volume, a top 10 coin right now, and like it will put it up there next, near, not at XRP level, but in as a contender. And if you guys have been watching my shows for over a year now, you guys very well know that if this cycle is like way crazier than any of us imagine, which we're gonna unpack a bit, if this cycle is crazier than we think, Bitcoin, obviously, narrative wise, to flip gold, right? 10 trillion, that kind of market cap. That's a 5x from here. And I've been openly saying anything in the top 10, if HBAR can get there, right? And hold, right? It doesn't matter if you break into it, if you could, yeah, you got to stay up there. If you can hold that high, I believe every single top 10 will be a trillion market cap minimum, which obviously HBAR, if it can get there, that's a $20 HBAR, which I've been saying for a long time. I think $3 to $5 is reasonable, is rational. It can happen if we break top 10. But I openly said 78 cents is probably our top if we don't get there, which is a 2x from our recent pump at 40 cents, which I know we're talking a lot about HBARs just because, hey, like a lot of people hated on that token and then on XRP, right? Like me being an XRP for this long as well, I've always had a bag separate and a separate one on the Zaman. Like I've always watched the tokens that got the most hate with the best tech, with the best
Yes,
potential
sir.
for adoption.
Yes,
And it's like,
sir.
it's just so funny to watch that. And my biggest bags have always been in both ecosystems, always, for about 5 years. I've been here since 2020, coming up on year 5 now. Like watching all of this, and then them leading the charge on adoption, leading
Yeah,
the
yeah,
charge,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
having memes now, right? Meme Jaw is about to drop probably next week. They said First Ledger just dropped, and then both launching within like a month or two of each other. Like that's absolutely
This
insane.
was
And
so predictable, man. I
yeah,
swear we
yeah,
spoke about this.
yep,
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
pretty sure we had this exact conversation
yep,
before meme coins even came out.
yep.
It's
So the
crazy.
timing
It's
couldn't be
crazy
better.
what we spoke about. Someone needs
Yeah.
to go back and edit that and just clip it because holy,
Yep. Yep. Everything's, I mean, I
holy.
have all of them recorded on my YouTube channel. So if you guys want to go check it out, it's just, I changed it recently from the Web4 Roundtable. It's just going to be IPEX trades. It's easier to find everything, find my account. But yeah, I mean, we've been calling this for over a year at this point.
Yeah,
And if you guys
beyond,
have been fading,
beyond.
I mean, so many of you guys should be up 8 to 10x at this point,
I
easy. And
hope you
I
guys
think
are. I
yeah,
hope you guys
I
are.
hope you guys
I
are for
beg
sure.
you guys take profits as well. Holy, please don't round trip your bags.
Yep. Yeah, so I mean, the bull run still heating up. Bitcoin putting in a new all-time high. I mean, I really want to start dissecting some of the chart.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's get into it.
we'll run the show for a bit longer than the hour today, just so we can really unpack things. So if you guys are here, if you're just tuning in, we are running up the Bert is Bert. Obviously, we're going to talk about meme coins on XRP. Do the Bert price action. I have a major bit of alpha I need to share with you guys on the chart. Yam, if you want to touch on it as well, you're more than welcome to. For the Bert chart, I know it's only like 7 weeks old, so it's kind of hard to chart it, but there's definitely some indicators there that I'm
I'll
seeing.
work my magic. I'll work my magic.
Yeah,
I'm
brother.
on.
No,
I'm
I
on deck
appreciate
screen
it.
now. I'm on deck screen now.
Awesome, awesome. All right,
And
well,
like
let's
squish,
get
squish, squish.
into Yeah, let's get into XRP. I know people are talking about so XRP flipping ETH, right? That's kind of the next leg up. That's what people are saying. So
Yeah, yeah.
XRP flipping ETH would be like I think it's like $7 or $8 XRP.
I
So
think
I kind of want to just
At the moment,
jump
yeah.
into XRP first because that's what a lot of people are here for right now. And then obviously I'll speculate on how that'll impact our memes. But 100 million, my theory, 100 million. Most of the top memes, including Bert, by the end of December. So you guys only got about 3 weeks left, and maybe even less than that, to really make your meme coin bags locked in before we really take off. So let's jump into XRP. I'll throw the floor to you, brother.
Yes, sir. Right. Okay. So I also agree with IPEX. I think we do overtake ETH this cycle, and once we do overtake ETH this cycle, I think I'm fully out. I reckon that is the top of XRP. I reckon
Yeah.
that's when headlines start breaking.
Yep.
I don't care if it doesn't overtake ETH. I've still got my take profits are the same as 2 months ago. It's like $9, $8.
Nice.
I'm fully out, and I'll explain why, and I'll explain
Okay.
in depth why, and I'll bring up multiple things. So the main reason I'm out at those levels is because, well, we literally spoke about this last one as well. It's so when you're looking at coins with big inflations, like for example XRP. Sorry to keep bringing it up, but Hbar as well.
Right.
The coins with a high inflation. If you come on their market cap, their fib retracements will be at different places than they will be on the actual price chart. So
Yeah.
XRP and Hbar market caps have all made all-time highs, but
Yep.
the price chart hasn't yet. And
Right.
that's just because of inflation. So if anyone's
Yep.
confused on that, that's just inflation. It's nothing. Your chart isn't broken. That's how it's meant to look like. So in the past with XRP, and other coins of high inflation, when you're judging fib levels, it's more accurate to go off the market cap than the price chart. So I'll show you what I mean now. So on the market cap, if you were going to achieve a full 4.2 from where we are now, that'd be 323% up from where we are now. So you'll take that over to the XRP chart, and from where we are now, this is obviously it's on TradingView, so the previous all-time high isn't on here. But you take that from where we are now, so that's 332. That is $9.8. However, if I was to use that on the actual, so I'm pretty sure 3.9 is the highest on coin market cap. So if we take it from 3.9 on the price chart, the 4.2 on here is 6x away, and it's at $16. So that's a massive difference of inflation. So that's the reason why I'm targeting the 4.2 on market cap, which is a $9 XRP, over the 4.2 on price chart, which is a $16 XRP. And that's where people are going to get confused. It's very easy to get mistaken like that. But even the Hbar price chart, I think when you were doing the Hbar spaces, we came on here and I was going through the Hbar inflation. I was going through the market cap and explaining why my price target is 70 to 80 cents and nothing above that. If we go above that, I'll have a little moon bag. And same with XRP, I won't be fully out. I'll take out 80%. And if we go higher, have a little moon bag, because previously we have gone over the 4.2, but only by a little bit. And I'll show you the past on coin market cap instead. But yeah, I'll keep a little moon bag in. But to be fair, guys, a full 4.2 in financial terms is like a full extension. That's what an expansion is on a coin or on a stock. A full 4.2 is like, okay, we should be looking at topping around here. And if it does go over a little bit, it's only by a little bit. And if Joe was in this call right now, which unfortunately he couldn't come, he'd also agree. We like to use fibs on taking profit basis and at resistance levels, because once you are into all-time high, you've got no resistance there. So that's where fibs kind of come into play. They give you your like your resistance levels or your support levels. So a full 4.2 on market cap, which is a $9 XRP, is where I'll be heading out. And I think at the same time, we've got a lag on ETH, and I think the whole narrative will be, well, before that, one thing you need to pick up on, guys, is when a coin is hated or when a coin is getting a little bit of backlash for not moving. So, for example, every single coin before the Bitcoin expansion was looking at Solana and Render and Fetch.ai
And if you weren't
Right.
holding those coins, you were in the bear market, worried, not the bear market, the start of the bull market, or the retracement level of the bull market, where so Solana hit a retracement, Bitcoin only just got to 74K and started to go sideways for 8 months. So it's not a bull market, it's not an expansion. We're now in an expansion. And I think we were saying on one of the calls, Solana's ran before Bitcoin expansion, and the coins that run after Bitcoin expansion are going to be completely different to the ones that did run. So, for example,
Right.
you've got coins like Solana. I'll just use it as an example. Who's talking about Solana now? Who is talking about Solana now?
Right.
The only thing I see about Solana is they're bridging over to XRP. That's the only thing I hear about Solana. Let's look at the Solana chart. It's
Yep.
made a new all-time high. Would you even know
Yep.
that? Has anyone even said a new all-time high has been made on Solana?
Right.
No one gives a shit. No one cares anymore.
Yep.
It made literally on this chart. So this is Binance, I'm assuming, a 17%. No. Over all-time high. It did like a 0.% over an all-time high,
Yeah,
and
I
it's
saw
now and it's coming back down to retest. This is weakness. That shows weakness. Now, am I saying Solana is not going to run this cycle? Absolutely not. I do still see a higher target for Solana. I haven't got any price tags on it because I don't really TA Solana, but I'm just using this to show you that the coins that ran post expansion, or no, pre Bitcoin expansion, so Solana, Render, they won't perform as good as the coins that are performing after Bitcoin has expanded, so made a new all-time high and carried on going to it. So not from 69K to 74K. I'm talking from 69K to now, or a new all-time high is made 74K, and we're now in the six figures. That's expansion. That's hitting a new all-time high, and that's expansion. That's not distribution. Now I reckon if I zoomed in on this, I could see some local distribution on Solana. That means we'll have to come back into these levels before we move. And you've got to think, what is the sentiment in here? What's going on there? So this then leads to believe, okay, so now it's going to hit an all-time low. Why am I still in Solana? I should have got the Dino coins, what everyone calls them, and then they'll rotate into the Dino coins, and then Solana will flip. That's how this market happens. It's a rotation, and since the Dino coins I use in quotation marks because they're just not Dino coins, I just can't understand how mainstream crypto Twitter can't understand an accumulation range to save their lives. These aren't Dino coins, and all I'm seeing is a screenshot of CoinGecko, and then all the Dino coins, Hbar, ICP, XRP, they're all running. And all they say is it's a flashback from 2017. No, mate, this is how a normal cycle works. You got your large caps, your mid caps, and your small caps. This is how cycles work. I'm confused that everyone's lost all the memory since the last cycle. But 2021, I think we've also this on a previous one as well. 2021 was a cycle that was kind of forced. We didn't even complete a topping structure. We did a whack off distribution back into an accumulation. So we didn't even reach a full top. And the top that we class as the top, no one thinks is the top because it went on to make a new high. But I can show you charts. I'm not going to waste time bringing it all up. But basically, last cycle was different. Last cycle, money was getting pumped into America. People had money to buy, and they thought, okay, we're in our house. Let's pump these assets, make some money, and then we'll dump it. That's all that was. We're now in a normal 2017 cycle. Everything suggests so. The indexes suggest so. Gold commodities suggest so. Bro, everything says we're in a 2017 like cycle. And I'm not saying okay, we're in a massive 80,000% bull market on here on the total market cap. I don't agree with that at all. I just mean we're in a normal cycle now. So your large caps are going to move first. Think of all the money that's now in XRP. Think of all the money that's now in Hbar, gone from 1 billion market cap to I don't even know what it is. What is it now? 22 billion?
I think it went to like 11 bill or something, 12 billion.
So all that money that's now in these Dino coins, and they're not finished by the way. I don't think they are.
No,
all the money that's going into those large caps, they're then going to get rotated. So the money that's in the XRP, when XRP starts to distribute at the top, everyone's going to rotate their money into XRP meme coins. Some people are going to rotate it into the other layer ones. That's how a normal cycle works. So when you've got someone like Solana that's already had all the money into it, it's already made a new all-time high, this was all before the Bitcoin expansion, so it already did a 20x before Bitcoin made a new all-time high.
Yeah.
Who else can buy that asset? Who else is going to buy that asset? Because if you look now, everyone's saying 1,000 Solana. I don't agree, but that's the whole narrative. Solana 1,000. These people don't want a 4x. If they wanted a 4x, they'd go buy Bitcoin. Or
Yeah.
they go buy Ethereum. They don't want to buy Solana for a 4x. When they've seen these Dino coins do 700% in 30 days, they don't want no coin that's already done a 20x.
Yeah.
This is how this market works. And then once the Solana retail starts, because Solana is probably the most bought coin from retail, because
It is. Yeah.
back in March, there was a lot of hype around crypto again. Not like there is now, but there was still a lot of hype there. So the people that were onboarded then were probably buying Solana. So who else is going to buy this coin? No one. So once this has already come down to these levels again, or once the sentiment hasn't, once it's not breaking out, it's not doing a 10x overnight like people are used to on Solana, people are then going to start selling Solana and chasing these other green candles. And when people start to sell Solana and chase these other green candles, Solana is then going to run and Solana will outperform. So do I think Solana's out the game? I don't. I think it's going to be a late runner. I think people are going to sell into other assets. Those other assets they bought are going to go down. And then the people that are selling the other assets are going to go back into Solana, pump the meme coins, and that'll be our top signal. That's what I think personally. I think the same with ETH. I think ETH gets so much crap. Oh, it's not moving. ETH just won't move. It's a dead coin. Watch people sell and it'll rocket. Watch ETH outperform Sol this bull market. I mark my words, it will happen just because of the sentiment. Everyone thinks that Solana's the new Ethereum. I did back here. I thought the exact same thing. So that tells me that Ethereum's going to outperform. What you got to look for is the coins that are getting hated on and the coins people are giving up on. Because the coins people are giving up on, that it's capitulation. That means the bottom is near. So that's. I'm sorry that I'm rambling. I kind of.
No, you're good. You're good, brother. No, I really appreciate the take. I do want to touch on a little bit. I know we got Humanity Wrath coming up as a speaker as well, but I do want to just kind of transition Humanity before we kick it to you. I did want to touch a little bit. I know a lot of people are XRP maxis here on the stream. I'm curious.
I was going to get into that. Yeah.
You're totally fine. So having that conversation about Solana, right? Like seeing the weakness, as you mentioned, at the current levels, a lot of it is arguably because of XRP memes, Hbar running, XRP running, right? The memes are about to drop, right? Like people are getting frustrated on Solana as well because they're not making as much on the memes. I've studied the memes over there, right? They're not pumping as hard. They still have a ton of liquidity, a ton of pumps, all that kind of stuff. They have pump funds still, that kind of stuff. But there does come a point in the cycle where people do want to chase the next shiny thing. You keep mentioning the Dino coins, right? XRP, Hbar pumping. Oh, they have memes as well. Let me just dabble over there. And as the cycle, right? And as the cycle gets even more heated, even crazier, people are going to trade as I keep saying, the leverage plays. And you mentioned a couple times, like you don't understand how people don't understand like the accumulation areas or maybe some TA or whatever. Like people. So here's something that I had to learn the hard way, and what I was kind of talking about earlier with like why buying any memes was such like a mental block for me. Here's like the whole thesis. Like if anyone needs to learn anything in this space, when I was talking about studying irrationality and how irrationality moves the markets, like basically you need to like buy things and study like what doesn't really make a lot of sense. Like I think overestimating the knowledge that you think people ought to have, should have, that they do have is like the biggest that's like the most riskiest thing to do. It's not buying things that are risky isn't the riskiest thing you can do. Overestimating like who you're trading against is they're gonna buy like on Solana on Phantom, there was like a token called like Rismus or something. Like people are just like the DJ, like the what do you call it? The new retail, like they're just gonna buy like what's trending or what they see on TikTok. They're gonna buy like they literally know nothing about TA. They know nothing about accumulation. They don't really know much about anything, to be honest. Like in terms of crypto, I'm not trying to be mean, but Like you have to kind
No,
of
you're
think like
so right
these,
though. It's not.
these
You're
people
not
know
being mean.
literally almost nothing, and like I'm getting like messages from people like IRL. Like these people literally know nothing. They just see number go up. They see, oh, like does this token have potential to go up? Okay, I'll just buy it, and then if it does like a lot of these people also are just gonna sell for like a 2x. Like I don't think people
Yeah.
understand that. Like yeah, they want a 10x or whatever, but like the whole idea of like diamond hands and all that kind of stuff, none of that means anything to any of these people. Like they're here to make a couple $100, maybe a couple thousand if they're lucky, but do not underestimate that 95 to 99% of people in this space will lose money. If you're making any money at all, any profit at all,
It's
you are part of
5%.
1% or less. And if you're making like big bags, you're like part of like 1% of that 1%. Like, I don't think people understand that. Like, if you're making money, there's like 99 other people that are just losing money because they can't keep their emotions in check, or they're just going to be they're going to be selling at the bottom of whatever it is because they think they're down like $20. Like that is how most retail, most normies. And if you're listening and that's you, like you have to understand that if you are in the right place and you literally just hold for like maybe you feel max fear, that's probably when you should be buying. Like this market is engineered to rinse your bags out because you cannot keep your emotions in check, because that's psychology at the end of the day. This market is run on psychology at the end of the day. And if you find really, really good opportunities, good plays, literally just hold, sit on them. Yeah, maybe you're going to be down 50, 80, 90%, but guess what? Especially in memes, right? At these levels, I mean, everything's kind of going up at this point, but the opportunity here, the outsized gains that you're most likely going to make if you just buy and hold, study conviction plays, the outsized gains that you make are paid in extreme volatility. I don't think people understand that if your asset is retracing like 20, 30, 40, 50%, maybe even 70%, that's healthy. That's normal, depending on what part of the cycle, depending on what asset it is. And the next run up, if the chart is showing that, which again, most people have no idea what any of this stuff is, but if you find the right people that can share the alpha, be in the right alpha chats, that kind of stuff, you have to be able to kind of network and figure that stuff out for yourself. And if you don't, you're going to be trading alone. You're going to be trading by yourself, and you're probably going to be part of that 99% that doesn't make money, unfortunately. If you want to be that 1% or less that makes money or makes a ton of money from the cycle, you got to do what 99% of people are not doing, and buying the fear, buying the dip, holding your actually holding your bags. If you don't do that, like 99% of people aren't doing any of that stuff. So they're going to sell at the bottom. They're gonna succumb to the max fear and let it get to them. That's just kind of how the state of the market is. And even during a bull run, that'll happen, right? It doesn't matter if it's the bear market. During the bull run, that still happens. And people are looking back at the gains they would have had if they would have held another week, another 2 weeks, another 3 weeks, another day, even, right? Like I can't even tell you how many people, if you look at the screen right now, those little red dots, it looks like that on like when you take profit, right? When you sell, all those little dots, right? It's like, oh, you sold right before the pump. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
well, you know what? Like find the alpha callers, try to study as much as possible, and just literally one of the biggest things I can share is like just sit on your bags and until you feel like everyone's calling for higher, right? Like I'm not sitting here saying, hey, XRP to $100 right now, right? Until everyone around you is in all your chats saying, hey, like we're just going so much higher and like everything's just pumping and everything, like it's so easy to make money, like anything you're buying, right? Like that is when max euphoria is in, and everything in you is going to want to just keep buying. But that is the market cycle top, and that is when you should be selling. If you're seeing it on news, everyone in your family is looking to buy or asking you, and everything's up like 10, 20x, whatever from here potentially, that's when you got to be selling. Like, and it's going to be the hardest. You know what's crazy? It's not hard to buy any of this stuff. The hardest thing is to actually sell any of this stuff, especially when you make profits, which again, you want to be that 1% doing it. And that's why. So you really have to ask yourself, are you the 1% that's actually making anything in this space? So humanity, I did want to throw it to Yam here, and then we'll kick it to you, brother. So Yam, go ahead and
Two things. I've just charted Bert,
yeah.
so I'll go through that, mate. I might be in on Bert. I can't even lie. After what I've seen on Bert, I'm about to hop in.
Let's go.
I'll shoot you a message about that.
Yeah, for
I'll
sure.
go through XRP. I'll 5 minutes, and I'll go through Bert like 2 minutes.
Yeah, you're good.
So the one thing people need to understand on XRP is
when you're saying volatility and your coin might be down 6% after pumping 500%, that's why you're in this market. It's as simple as that. Your coin is going to go up 5%, dip 5%. It's not going to do that. The reason why you're in crypto is for the volatility. So when it comes, just embrace it. If it's up, if it's the upside, if it's the downside, just embrace it. You're not going to get 500% without a 50% pullback. That just doesn't happen. That's impossible. That's not how markets work. People are going to take profits on the way. Big boys that bought, millions worth down here, they're selling up here for a 10x, a 50x, and they've got like 500 mil off that. So that's what's happening. Another thing with XRP is when I'm saying the mainstream crypto Twitter can't spot an accumulation range to say the life. The past 7 years, it won't come up on this, but I've got it on CoinMarket Pro. I know I can't share my screen on that. XRP's been in a 2,500 day range of accumulation. In my eyes, a 5x doesn't come from a 2,500 day.
No way.
It doesn't happen. So when you've got a coin like Hbar, that's been in a 1,000 day accumulation, 1,000 day plus, and that's done 7x in a month. And now I'm saying a 2,500 day accumulation on XRP doesn't end with a 5x.
No way.
It doesn't. Just chill out. You're gonna get a dip. If we get a dip down to these levels at £1.90, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, no doubt.
Just know if you sell, it'll rip. I'm telling you now. If you sell it, not financial advice, but when
that is financial advice.
No financial advice, guys.
Financial advice.
But when you sit there and you're thinking, God damn, I should have sold. That's probably when you shouldn't sell. I can't lie.
Yeah.
No financial advice. If I get an email from someone's lawyer, I will track you down and I'll give you a beating.
Yeah.
No financial advice. I've got a gun to your head telling you to buy or sell. But it's just how it works. It's just an accumulation range.
Yeah.
You see them all the time on like the daily time frame. So I'll show you one right now that I did a recent trade on. This is Bert. I don't know. Have you heard of Bert?
Yeah, of course. On base.
So base Bert. This is an accumulation range. Keep an eye on this because I can't copy and paste an image over to Deck Screen.
Yeah, no, you're good.
This is what I'm going to talk about on Bert. So this is an accumulation range. So you've got your SC and phase B, and you either get a new low. So
oh my gosh! I see it. Oh my! I have the Bert chart up on my other screen.
Yeah, I'll bring it up.
Oh my gosh! It's happening. It's happening. So bullish. My god!
These mini accumulation ranges, these kind of bring like a 200x, a 2x. I mean, a 3x. I'm talking 1,000 day on these Dino coins. So looking at something like LTC, Litecoin. There you go. There's another one. I posted all these on my Twitter. I'm in one at the moment. Tia.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Here's another one. Right, and then I'll bring it to Bert. So what I'm basically saying is most altcoins are in accumulation ranges at the moment, but none of them have a 2,500 day accumulation other than XRP and Litecoin.
Right.
They're the only ones, or XMR. I think it's Monero Cash.
Monero, yeah.
They're the only ones that I see with these massive accumulation ranges. Other than that, I've seen coins like Quant, Hbar. Hbar's already played out, kind of.
Yeah.
But actually, we'll talk about in the space, but Hbar's not even finished an accumulation range yet.
No, they're not. We'll run up another one very soon. Once Meme Job releases, they asked me to help with some stuff. So we'll see how that kind of goes. They need to figure out a couple of things once they launch. But yeah, I mean, I'm happy to support cross chain. Obviously, I've been in Hbar for a long time. But yeah, I mean, I want to see all these ecosystems. I just want ultimately people to just make as much money as possible. Like I'm literally doing these shows for everyone. I did them for over a year in Hbar. Like everyone that listened and just watched, like I didn't get, like I got some DMs like, oh, thank you for doing them. But like a lot of people, I know 99% of people even listening to the streams are probably still breaking even or probably losing money, even if they hear me talking about it every day. But if I can help a handful of people that really take what I'm saying seriously, what you're taking seriously, and just really sharing, like to me, it makes it all worth it. All the hours, hundreds of hours shared. day after day for well over a year. We've done over 400 shows at this point. Like being able to just share my life with you guys, really my journey, because I'm basically like living proof that like this is what is happening at the end of the day in the ecosystem, and like you can make it. Obviously, I'm not going to share how much I make at the end of the cycle or whatever. That's kind of irrelevant, but I want to see as many people win as possible, and hopefully this is life-changing opportunities for you guys, and I'm going to try my best to find them for you guys as well, right? Hbar, we talked about XRP sometimes on the show. We're going to talk about meme coins, XRP on this show. We'll probably do a separate one for Hbar, obviously, at some point. So obviously, Bert, you're at 4.4 million. We'll keep the show running for a bit, brother.
I've got Bert up. I've got Bert up. Just at the end of the go.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, I'm just going to leave the Bert chart up here that I have. I am going to modify it a little bit from last time so you can see some of these new lines. If you guys didn't watch the past 3 or 4 shows earlier this week, I was charting it all through here. I was talking about a potential cup and handle, but last night in our alpha chat, if you're not in my 100x alpha, 100x XRP plays meme coins alpha chat, shoot me a DM right now during the show, after the show, whatever works for you guys. Someone was basically talking about, I'll just kind of tease it here before we kick it to humanity. Hear what he has to say. Supposedly the cup actually isn't done yet, and if that's true, everything that I said was wrong yesterday and the last couple of days. It's actually a much bigger move than I'm expecting, so we'll talk about that in a little bit here. But without further ado, let's throw it to our speaker here on Spaces, Humanity Wrath. What's good, brother? How you doing?
Hey, brothers. Hi, everyone. Hello to all the birds. I hope you are all doing great. My apology that I'm not that active here in my place. It's 12 in midnight, so I'm just passing out at the moment. I just managed to see that there is a space, and I wanted to just say hi, make sure that I take part. Let's just say it like this. And I just wanted to say that if anyone out there wants to get a Bert PFP, just drop me a message in the Telegram. I'm pretty sure that the guys will be very helpful if you ask them who made the PFPs, and when I have the time, I'll make a PFP. I'm very busy with my own project, but I'll still going to try to actively help and try to make some art from time to time. And at the moment, I don't have anyone on the QQ, so if anyone want to get some art, let me know.
Awesome, brother. Well, much appreciated. You guys see my PFP on X? I'm trying to see if anyone else in the audience on Spaces has the PFP, but my PFP, his PFP, of course, are what he's talking about, commissioning them. So if you guys are interested, make sure to shoot him a follow, show him some love, shoot him a DM if you guys are interested in that. Brother, I appreciate you coming up, and I hope you have a great rest of your night. I'll kick it back to you if you want to say a few words.
You just need to tell me some little details about what you want, and it's free. Okay, I don't get any money for it. Some guys are tipping me from time to time, but I'm doing it for free. Okay, I'm trying to work for the back.
Awesome, brother.
Good night, everyone. Thank you for having me.
Much love, brother. Awesome. Well, have a great night, and I'm looking forward to seeing you on the rest of our Spaces. And with that, appreciate you, brother, coming out. Awesome. All right. Well, we're going to get into some Bert, the much awaited Bert TI. I appreciate everyone that's stuck around this far. We are going to run this show for a little bit over an hour just to kind of really make sure you guys have as much alpha as possible. Of course, we called Bert at 125K market cap, and we've been writing ever since, talking about the chart, talking about the community. It was probably around here right when it came out, like day 3 of First Ledger. So obviously it's been an absolute insane journey. XRP has done a 5x ever since. Bert bags are packed. I know a ton of community members already rallying together, starting to create content. So basically, I'm just going to kind of summarize this so we can hear from Yam. I'll throw his chart up here shortly. But basically what I was saying, so ignore this line and this line, and then these over here. Ignore the new ones. Basically, I was saying that a cup and handle was forming. This weekend was absolutely insane. We got all the way up to 11 million market cap. Yam, I'm kind of giving you a little breakdown of what actually just went down over the last few days as well. We had a 11 million market cap all XRP memes hit a top at around like 300 million market cap in this range.
Damn.
This was like Sunday night, and then on Monday we just had a flash crash. Like everything corrected like 50 to 70%, and so these candles right here were basically representing that on Monday and Tuesday. And then we had a couple whales sell a little bit or at these levels during max fear, and then we kind of held resistance a little bit at this trend line here that I was charting personally. So basically what I was saying is, look, if we run up on Sunday, which we did, we could be kind of finishing up the cup, forming the handle. And I was saying if we held this line, we would basically explode either this weekend or next weekend. So to about 15 mil. So that was my initial price target. But a couple people that also do charts in my office chat said, hey, maybe this is still actually the cup. And this cup was, I wrote it down. This cup was 7 days and the handle was 3 days. And it took one day? I think it was 1 day of candle. I got to go on the daily chart. Hold on. So if we go to the daily chart here, the daily candles. So like I said, 7-day cup, 3-day handle, 1 day of massive pump. We went from 1.25 million market cap to 3.6 million. So it was about a 3x from the bottom of the cup. The bottom of this cup is actually about this 4 to 5 million range that we've been trading in here. So if the cup is actually way bigger, right now it's 24 days long. If I'm right about this, obviously, right? If this goes for another like week and a half or longer, going into the end, as I said, end of December, we're probably going to see some insane moves around Christmas. Then we'll actually see some absolutely insane 3 to 5x or higher. But if this cup is actually bigger, this cup could play out somewhere over here, have a handle. This is the new alpha, right? So have a handle. The cup goes all the way up to like 15 mil. We have a handle, and then we shoot to insane price discovery, which we haven't had yet. And that's why I keep telling everyone, like, if you're not buying the bottoms of these meme coins, obviously Bert was top 3 for pretty much the entire time First Ledger existed up until about a week ago. I think people are forgetting that. Bert was a top 3 meme on XRP all the way up until like probably this candle. And this weekend, just everything, ton of mania happened. A bunch of KOLs came in, a bunch of scams happened, and a bunch of people bought a bunch of other stuff and then nuked other tokens and everything. And then everything nuked, right? Everything retraced. So a bunch of tokens are starting to recover now, starting to fill out their next structure. So I want to kind of give everyone a new price target that if we're still in this cup, we're probably going to play out the handle in this range towards the end of the month. And this is going to be a massive explosion of price discovery once we actually hit it, which I said any ticker that can hit 25 million pretty much by the end of the month will probably actually go a lot higher if XRP explodes higher to probably like 100 mil. So lock in. You guys need to understand that you are paying for insane gains through volatility like this because everything pumped to insane levels. Bert hit 11 mil and we retraced back to about 4 mil, which is pretty healthy, about a 60-70% correction for most tokens. So I've been showing that for the past about week now. I've been making posts, charting this as well. This is my favorite ticker personally. Some of the best memes as well. Bert is Bert, Bert fly high. So here is, that was the song that was playing at the beginning of the show. So those are my price targets. That's where I'm seeing the chart playing out. Yam, if you want to throw your screen up, I'm about to transition it over to you, brother.
Yes, sir. I should have my screen up. If I don't.
Give me 1 second. Oh, here it is. Okay. It should be good.
There we go. Yeah, so I've seen some early signs of accumulation. I've literally just tweeted out. I think I've been converted. I think I might have to buy my
You've been converted? Let's go. He's been converted.
This is looking. If this plays out like an accumulation range, yeah, minimum you're talking is a 2x back to these highs.
Yeah.
Since it is such a it's only a small accumulation range, like 6 days, but it's a meme. It's a new meme coin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But even so, these meme coins have different type of volatility. This could end up being a 1000x from this accumulation range. Yeah. Or once we get to these highs, we could then start see signs of something else. But this at the moment is looking like this. If I was on a normal chart on TradingView, it's these 3 dots that I look for. So I've just gone for a few charts. So you might have seen on my charts. It's a low and then a new low set. That's what I look for. So ignore the wick.
Right.
That's what I look for. So it's a low, and then a high. So this here looks very distribution to me. You see, you got one high, then a retest. It didn't make a new high. So this is like your distribution into your accumulation.
Right.
And then once you're back at these levels, it's like it just takes off. So this is looking this is looking kind of saucy. I can't lie. So you're either looking for an LPS phase here,
Right.
which is a last point of support. So it kind of holds these levels, or you're looking for a new low to be made. It's like a capitulation kind of thing.
Right.
So if you're looking for a new low to be made, and either way, they both find their way back to the SOS, which is the sign of strength, and then it'll range there for a bit. It's a meme coin, so maybe a few hours. I don't know how these things kind of trade. Some large caps, range for a day. Some large caps range for a week, 2 weeks.
Right.
It's just a final phase of accumulation. So either you're looking for a new low to be made down in these levels before we get up, or a hold here. So
right.
we could go higher from here. I'm expecting something like this.
Right.
Either way, I might have to hop in. So I'll definitely shoot you a DM of like what's the best wallet, because I'm back in the day. I think maybe 2 years ago I made a Zoom. Is it a Zoom?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, but I'll get you on board.
That's what you use.
It's called Zaman. I guess they rebranded or something. But we're gonna get you on First Ledger at @first_ledger. So that's the Telegram bot. Are you on Telegram?
I've got no social media other than.
Ooh, okay. We'll get it figured out. But
I'm sure I'm sure I can figure it out myself. I've pretty much used every other Dex. I'm sure it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, it's super easy. I mean, once you see it, I think you're gonna be, as you said, you're gonna be converted very soon. You're gonna realize, holy shit, like it's so easy to buy meme coins on XRP. Like this is why. This is why we're getting like 10,000 new people a day, basically. So yeah, I mean, we'll get you onboarded, and anyone else that's interested, again, shoot me a DM. Happy to help. But basically, what you're showing, and again, none of this is planned. We're doing this all live here. This is pretty much exactly what I was showing on the chart. And then if you click XRP, you see the USD XRP at the top where it says price and market cap. So if you click the one next to it to XRP. So this is the chart. If you don't mind doing focusing on this one, this is actually the chart that I'm charting specifically on First Ledger. On the daily chart, or the 4 hours fine too, because these tokens are newer. But basically, this is what I'm talking about, right? The cup, from what I understood, was kind of filling in. First cup, first handle, first pump, second massive cup that was forming here. So this is actually the full chart. Because on Dex Screener just went live like a week or two ago. So Dex Screener doesn't have the full thing. And then you were on the USD pairing, which is newer too. So this is the actual full chart currently. So let me know what you think here. And again, we're doing this all live. But yeah, I mean, this is basically, as I said, at the end of December, at the rate we're growing, First Ledger, I mean, this is pretty much, as I said, like 2-3x from here. And then if we get like massive adoption going and XRP explodes, anything near like 20-25 million market cap that holds strong, I think we're just going to see like absolutely insane pumps. And like, you don't need to put your whole portfolio in this stuff. That's why I keep like telling people, like, put 100 XRP, put 1,000 XRP if you can, like, and just sit on it. Like the absolutely insane rate of return already that we've seen is just like a little taste. This past Sunday, we pumped from like 4 or 5 mil, basically where we are now, to 11 million. And people took profits, people did their thing. Other tokens were pumping from like 100K to like 10 mil, like nothing. Some of them flipped Bert briefly there, right? A lot of them pulled back like 80-90%. Bert's held strong. Bert only pulled back like 60% where it currently is sitting. Like a lot of tokens are still recovering. Bert was top 3 up until like a week ago. I believe we'll return to that level very, very soon. I'm not going to talk about KOLs or manipulation or BCs or any of that kind of stuff. That's kind of irrelevant. I really want people to understand that organic, very strong memes, very strong communities will win out over time. You just have to kind of trust the process, because if your token is not organic, you really need to understand and ask yourself, especially if you're new to memes, you need to understand, what does letting VCs buy your tokens, what is giving KOLs tokens really going to do? And guess what? They're going to dump on you when the time is right. Even if your token does run up to crazy numbers, if you don't take profits before they do, they are going to dump on you, full stop. And since XRP memes are so new, we haven't had to deal with that or see that just yet. And you need to really kind of lock in and question the motives, because everyone's trying to make money in this space, right? People are going to do it in different ways. And if you really find the best opportunities here, the most organic ones, those are the foundations that are being built that cannot be shaken ultimately. And you really want to find those and be in those early. I do believe genuinely Bert will be one of the top 3, top 5 tokens, even the top 1 token. Very, very soon. It was at number 2. We did flip drop. They were the first one listed on the exchange on BitTrue, right? All these kinds of things built a very, very strong foundation on top of the memes, goated team, base team, right? Incredible community here, very strong memes. We're currently watching this base just absolutely set itself up. I've been watching it for every single day since it came out. So as we continue to accumulate, as we continue to trend, as a community here, I'm really expecting some pretty insane moves very, very soon as a community. So yeah, that's kind of a little history of Bert here over the last like 7-8 weeks now. So yeah, I'll kick it back to you. I see you're charting here, so I'll kick it to you.
It's very rushed because I'm live, but this
No,
this
you're
is
good.
this is your accumulation range that I was just on about, but before the first move. This is that exact same thing. So you see how we've got one low set, then you've got your LPS.
Yep.
There's your SOS, and then that move, if you bought the SOS, that move was a 2x. So pretty similar to what I'm seeing now. And then you can literally mirror this.
Yep. Wow.
It's forming up to be the exact same move.
Man.
So these are just accumulation bases that
Yeah.
happen. These are on large caps. They're on weekly time frames. They're on minute time frames. It's just accumulation. That's all it is. So even here, literally, what I was on about just with your distribution. That's your one high. You're just forming the exact same thing here.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Basically.
I'm all in. I'm full port in this bitch.
Let's fucking go. Well, this is the bottom. I mean, I've been screaming in my alpha chat. So yeah, just get in my DM. As soon as we end the space, I'll onboard you if you.
I mean, this literally, if this accumulation range plays out like it, I've posted a tweet. So when this plays out, I can yet another call right on these freaking lives, mate. Yeah, another call right. I'm racking them up at this point, bro.
Yep.
This should be the low. You know, you've either got like a new low set, but it's like a quick low. It's like not going to be something dramatic. But even then, like, this is your previous accumulation range.
Yeah.
So we're currently now accumulation ranges. Once you move away from an accumulation range, if you come back to said accumulation range, it's a good place to bounce from. I don't know what deck screen. I don't know what it's going to be like for meme coins. That's because there's little like volume going into them, if you know what I mean. But I'll see if I can. So here, it's not got my settings on. So here's like I'm really sorry it's rushed. I would have.
You're totally fine. Take your time. Do what you gotta do. I mean, we're basically giving everyone the alpha here at this point, and everyone's just locked in. So if you guys are just tuning in, I'll kind of monologue here a little bit. If you guys are just tuning in, we're charting Bert. We charted a little bit of XRP, Solana. I can't remember if we did Bitcoin, but I mean, we're gonna run it up. We're gonna do some Hbar stuff as well. So if you guys are here from there, shout out to you. Shout out to everyone that's maxi of their chain as well. We're doing a lot of cross chain alpha here, and we're just running it up with all these calls. We're talking about Bert token, right? The show Bert is Bert community stream. Welcome. Buy Bert token on at first underscore ledger. Yep. XRP memes are giga sending. We're currently charting a 4 million 4 million market cap.
This looks really good. I'm full bought in this hoe. I can't even lie. Let me pump this boy to like another mil market cap with just one buy, bro. I'm gonna freaking full pull.
Oh, trust me. Once you really understand, like, hey, like these memes, just kind of like where the entire space is heading, like you're gonna be like, holy shit! Like,
don't get me wrong, I fully understand it. The thing is, you won't see massive gains until XRP is about to top. Like if
Right,
you think what you
right.
saw the other day was massive, you ain't seen
Exactly.
nothing.
That's what I've been saying. Like we will
People
see.
are in it. Yeah, go
Yep.
on.
Yeah, no. Basically, like my play, and like I'm just kind of being transparent. Like I'm gonna be putting like 1 to 5,000 XRP, and I'm not trying to talk about my bags or whatever, but like
So we're
1 to
just
five
flexing. We're just
k
flexing.
XRP into like a bunch of memes, and then just sit on them. Like I know a bunch of them are about to run to 100 mil. Like you cannot change my mind on that. And when we see like 250,000 people joining First Ledger or more, it'll probably be higher than that to be honest. And XRP runs to like $5-10. Like I think that is the top personally. If we go higher than that, then everything's gonna get like just literally like so irrational.
It's a
People are gonna
win-win,
become
mate.
millionaires, right? Like so, like
Yeah,
just put in like a couple hundred XRP if you can, maybe 1,000 or more if you can, and just like hold at the bottoms. Wait for the pumps. If you need to take profits, obviously do your thing. I'm never gonna tell you to not take profits. I want to see everyone win, even if it is just a 2x or something. So do your thing, but I'm holding for those 10x, those 100x, those 1,000x, because that is where you can really make that genital wealth and retire your bloodline. So I'm looking for plays like this, and we're not looking for those 2x's or 3x. We're not looking for a pump for ants. We're really looking for those giga pumps, and XRP memes are giga spending. All right, yeah, I'll kick it back to you, brother.
Yeah, what I was saying, pretty much. So what you saw the other day was new adopters coming in and looking at the meme coins. When you'll really start to see like actual meme coins sending is when people have made money off XRP. They made that much money off XRP pumping. If they think, oh, I'm kind
Right.
of bored of just this 5x, I'm gonna go get 100x on a meme coin, and
Exactly.
then that's when people will rotate their like
Yep.
1,000 instead of it being like $100 because people down at these levels, or before when the XRP ledger first came out, XRP
Right.
wasn't fully sending, so that was maybe $100 per buy. On average, it's going to go up because people have made more money in XRP, so it's going to be thousands to tens of thousands of people coming in here.
Exactly.
You're going to get Solana whales, the whales that pump other tokens on TikTok. They're going to be in here. You're not going to see real 100 million market caps until you're near the top on XRP. So anywhere at these levels, no finals advice. Anywhere at these levels is like you're buying early on a large cap. You're buying
Exactly. Yep.
These are undiscovered yet. And I will say, I have been on deck screen. I have looked at the XRP ledger, the memes before. I think I saw Army popping off.
Yep.
Bread it's there. Bread Girling house.
Yep.
Stuff like that won't do as well as Bert because Bert's got an image. Like if you look at the popular memes, you've got the boys club. So you've got Pepe, Wolf,
Yep.
Andy, Brett. You got stuff like that. You got Sheba, Doge. They've all got like an icon. It's not a Mickey take.
Exactly.
They're trying to be the face of the XRP. So something you'll kind of see on the XRPL where you'll have like XRP, you'll have another large utility coin like Flare, maybe. I don't know what it's going to be. And then you'll have like a meme coin that everyone knows. So if you look, so AVAX is Cock Inu, and it's a picture of it's a cock. It's a chicken.
That's
what it is.
Another one, yeah.
So it's got stuff like it's got an image. And they're always animals. So yeah, honestly, if you show me a meme coin look like this, and it looked like that Bread Girling Huz, I wouldn't be interested. But this is kind of like a Brett for XRP. This will be the. I hope so for you and the people watching.
Yeah.
Maybe even me when I full port this bitch.
I hope so for your bags. I know you're gonna be aping here.
This will potentially be, the face of the XRP, the meme coin that people talk about on XRP. I know. Let me go on the XRPL because I don't think I've. So you've got all these ones. Like Sigma. They just won't be like they'll get rugged. Like the maker behind that has just got an image off Google, whacked it on there. Fair play to him. If people have bought it, fair play. I'm not trying to fudge your bags, but when you've got some like XRP Army, you know what I mean. When you've got someone like Bert with a logo, and I've seen they've got a massive community tweeting about them because I'm seeing it all, mate. Because I'm liking your posts, so I'm seeing all the Bert stuff. It just makes sense. You're looking at the Brett of Binance of Coinbase. You're looking at the I don't even know what's the Solana one. Bonk. You're looking at Bonk. You're looking at the boys club. You're looking at like Pepe on ETH, and the boys club on ETH, Bert, Andy, all those ones. They've got a logo and they've got good marketing. That's all it is. And you want to be looking at ones that are, being real. They're not just taking an image from Google and whacking it on there. So ones like Ripple, or look like something like Scrap. They've got like a little dog. It's cool. That's the kind of stuff you're looking for.
Yeah, I'm
And
bullish on Scrap. Yeah.
Bert fits that kind of narrative. See, I know my meme coins, bro. I've been to this XRPL, bro. I know what you're bullish on.
Yep.
You got
Hey, I
stuff
mean,
like-
you missed like 6 weeks. I mean, we talked about all there's good ones. I mean, there's so many good ones still though, to get in, and these, a lot of them are forming similar structures like Bert, where if you want to buy in, basically I'm bidding. I make a couple posts saying, hey, like there's some really undervalued tickers right now that I'm really looking for.
Rippy. Let's all send. I'm kidding.
Oh my gosh, no. I don't even know the team or anything, but yeah, I mean, look at Pwadi. You can see that one. That's another one that
I just saw that.
Yeah, so that one's a platypus. You can look at the website, look at the memes, but I don't know what you think of the chart. But yeah, I mean, that one just sent from like 400K, basically where it's at now. On Sunday, it went straight to 4 mil. Like, didn't even take a breather. Like, people were max bidding.
This is how meme coins work, innit? They kind of open up, they do one massive moonshot, and they die out, and then they'll come back. It's like what you've got to look at it as is these are your accumulation ranges.
Right.
That's how you've got to see it. So I'd look at this chart now and think, holy, this is rugged. But it'll be something like, this will be your first gain of interest.
Right.
And then the people that may bought here, sell here. And the people that are buying here are going to sell here. Yeah, it's similar. If it doesn't rug, that is. I'm not, no finance advice again. I'm not, listen, I'm not culting you guys to buy meme coins. That's what IPEX is doing.
Yeah, I'm bullish on Pwadi. I know the founder. The team is great. The memes are amazing. But like, I'm looking for like the really strong either animals or the strong narratives. Tabby's another good one as well. Phoenix is a newer one. You can see it trending #1 right now.
Yeah, I
mean, some of these memes are doing well. I can't speak for Phoenix. I need to do some more research, but they seem to be putting in some higher lows there. Yeah, I mean, it was explosive. The volume's still really high too. So like, there's some really strong memes that are starting to pop up here. This one's very new though, so I can't really speak to it. I'm really looking for memes that have been here for like 4 to like 6, like basically almost the entire time, because they're just so early, right? But clearly people are excited. The website's great. The memes are awesome too. So I'm really just max bidding all the ones that have, as you kind of mentioned, like the Boys Club, have potential to compete with Solana. I'm not really interested in competing Bert against other tickers here, and you mentioned Sigma. Like, I'm not really bidding on like copy pastas and stuff. Like, Solana already has a RAM. That's not even FUD to like Sigma specifically. Like, just anyone that's like AI driven or copy pasta, whatever. Like, I'm looking, like, people want original new tickers, like people are trying to find the next Pepe or the next Bonk or the next whatever, and they're doing it and they're looking for it on XRP, right? They want something that's extremely memeable, something that they can relate to. Maybe it makes them laugh, right? A lot of people buy memes because the meme is funny or it makes them feel something, right? If your meme doesn't make you feel anything, like, maybe it's not going to make other people feel anything either. And full transparency,
a chain, isn't it? It's a mascot of a chain.
Yeah.
That's what people are competing for. That's all.
Exactly.
That's what you're trying to find is a everyone knows no utility in them, but the utility is them being the mascot of the chain. So, when you've got something like Binance, or not Binance, when you've got something like, I don't really know where the low, like the Boys Club, when you've got their chain like tweeting about them, that's when it becomes a mascot, and you're looking at something to become a mascot. Like, you're looking for a good image, people can get behind. It's a freaking bird and it's ripped. Yeah. That's all you've got to think. Like, no one's sitting there thinking, it's just gonna go. As long as it doesn't rug, it'll probably go somewhere. It's not guaranteed money, obviously, but you're looking for something to be a mascot of a certain chain. So let's go Polygon. Let's look at Polygon. It's always the same stuff. It's the same stuff on every chain. You'll have the ones that are called just the copy paste stuff, which is what you're saying, and the ones that stick out to me are ones like this. They have like a little cat on the picture, with a simple name. You can, did you buy Pat? Or are you guys in Pat? You know what I mean? Let's go. So Ethereum, for example. ski. That's one that I've seen overnight. A dog with a
Yeah.
ski mask on. You know what I mean? It's just a dog with a ski mask on, but it's a good
Yeah.
mascot. It's
Yeah.
your Pepe's. Everyone knows what Pepe is. It's just a picture of a frog. This is just how these things. Avalanche. It won't be on here now, I don't think. But Cockinu is like the
Yeah.
mascot of Avalanche.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's a picture of a chicken, mate. It's you're looking at something to be like a good mascot. So you're looking at like basketball. They've all got mascots. Does the
Right.
mascot have utility other than walk around the stadium, laugh at people? No, it doesn't have any utility. It doesn't make them win the games. It's just a mascot that people go, oh, that's the mascot for that basketball club. So when they think of that basketball club, they think of that freaking costume. You know what I mean? So it's the exact same.
Right.
Oh, XRP, Bert. That's the mascot for XRPL. It's all the same kind of stuff. So I'm not against it. It makes perfect sense to have like a mascot, but yeah, obviously there's gonna be a lot of scams, and there's gonna be a lot of last night was the hook tour girl. Memes like that, they ain't gonna be a mascot. They're just there for peas. Where you look at something like Bert, I don't know the guy himself. I don't know the guy who runs it. I'm assuming you do. You've got contact with him.
No, yeah, I don't. No, I know the team, but ultimately, then as you're saying, there's no utility, right? It's ultimately just the community that's going to be pushing this at the end of the day, right? So you want to be able to see that. What was that?
It's a team behind it then? It's not just one guy.
But they only hold, I don't know if it shows on Deck Screener, but they only hold like a very small percentage now. So you actually can't rug this at all. Which some people ask, oh, like there's someone that holds 16%. That's actually the exchange. First Ledger just has not currently shown it just yet. They don't have an icon for it. But when we talk about other tokens here in the space, where I usually don't do it, but just in general, what we're basically kind of sharing here, and again, none of this is planned, or I'm not here to say, hey, don't say this about this token, say that. Like,
we're not getting paid.
He's not getting paid or anything. Like, Yam is giving his honest take, and like, I'm giving my honest take from the beginning. And if you guys faded my alpha chat or you faded my shows, whatever, like, I've been openly talking about how these memes, when we start onboarding from other chains, yeah, there are lore specific, which a lot of you guys are XP maxis. That's amazing. There's a lot of lore. There's a lot of Riddler stuff, that kind of stuff. But like,
that's what I'd look for.
Yeah, I mean, that's its own meta. Specifically, there's tickers around that kind of stuff, right? Again, one of them that I can mention, obviously, Bear is pretty much the only one that I can think of. Yep. I know Drop is like a XRP. What do you call it? It's like basically like an XRP. It's part of the XRP lore, essentially. Like there's a million of them or something in one XRP, that kind of stuff, right? Like, for me, I'm just really looking for like either the next mascot or like something that's super memeable, right? One of the biggest reasons I kind of just waited and stayed out, like I'm not looking for anything AI related, right? I want to see animations. I want to see art. I want to see that kind of stuff, like when you start to really, really see teams putting in a ton of effort, the community starting to rally around it. Arguably, once we really hit that level of that next parabola, essentially, right? Once we hit like 250,000 people coming in or more, right? Millions potentially December, January, February, once XRP has its top, whenever that is, like people are going to be looking for the next Pepe, the next Bonk, the next whatever it is, and they're going to look for it on XRP, right? And which tickers have the best, right? Which there's going to be multiple of them. Don't get me wrong. There's a ton of them on Solana that are over 1 billion. Ethereum has a few, right? And so on. Which ones are going to really dominate here? And I'm betting personally on the ones that have strong memes, strong communities backing them at the end of the day. And this isn't FUD to any other token, just my thought process, my logic behind how these are operating at the end of the day. And I'm just studying memes on other chains. And I've gotten people saying, hey, take your bird to Solana. Like, we don't want to hear an XRP. Like, that's not the kind of logic or mindset to really have. Because no, I'm not even kidding you. People have DM'd me saying, hey, like F Bert, like Bert sucks, like it's not XRP lore. Like, it was one of the first tokens on First Ledger still. It was top 3. It was top 3, top 2 even for a bit. For quite some, pretty much the entire time of First Ledger. Like, it has nothing to do with it doesn't have to be some like, oh, it's part of the XRP token or something. Like, being able to have memes that onboard people, that make people laugh, that make people actually feel something, like that's incredibly, incredibly important. And people are kind of missing that because they're chasing things that might be manipulated. Like, to be honest, I'm just gonna kind of expose some stuff. Like, it's not that hard to control a large percent of the supply and add liquidity and manipulate the market cap. Like, market caps are not everything that you might think they are, especially if you're newer to the space. And especially if you've only been in XRP and you don't know anything about memes, you probably don't understand that it's not that hard to manipulate a market cap. And so that's really, really unfortunate as well, because a lot of people are going to be top blasting some of these memes. I'm not going to call it names or whatever. We've started to barely see that this weekend. But if you see a meme run up to crazy numbers, and again, not really mentioning names, no need to do that. But if you really, we don't have bubble maps here, right? For instance, we can't see if someone owns like a ton of the supply and then really just sends the token because they add liquidity or they're making buys themselves, and then the market cap just absolutely rips, and then people are like, oh, well, this is clearly doing well. This is clearly a safe bet. I'm just going to go buy it. And then they get rinsed when the whole market retraces or that token dumps. And then the people that were manipulating it, they just make a massive bag off you. And guess what? They could just do it again if they want on the same token or on a different token. And so XRP memes are so new, but finding the ones that are extremely organic, extremely community run, like Bert is one of them, and there's a few others that I'm identifying personally. And again, this isn't FUD to any other token or any of that kind of stuff, but I'm really looking at the most organic, foundational tickers, because those over a long enough period, they're not going to get dumped on by VCs or KOLs that are being given free tokens. Like, I've seen some of these KOLs being given like $50,000 to $100,000 worth of these tokens. Like, I don't think people understand that when these tokens run up, they're gonna dump them for hundreds of thousands of dollars if you run up your tokens. And that's gonna, depending how much of the supply you're giving them, like that's gonna nuke your token, unfortunately. And yeah, it's for marketing right now and that kind of stuff, but it is more or less a taboo to be doing that on Solana because they've had so many metas, and XRP is just so new. And unfortunately, we are going to have to learn the hard way for a lot of these tokens. And I'm personally really excited. I'm really bullish and betting on tickers that are really keeping to their communities and pushing as hard as possible to onboard as many people as possible in the most organic way, again, as possible, because those are the ones that are building extremely strong foundations for what is yet to come. So yeah, I mean, that's my bull thesis on a lot of these tickers right now that are really building these strong communities, these strong foundations organically. Yeah, I mean, I'll kick it back to you if you want to jump back in here.
Bro, this is fire. This is a KFC bucket, but for Bert. So someone's cooked and eat. You can eat Bert.
Yeah, yeah. He's a nugget. He's an egg.
All right.
He's a bird.
Look at the little chickens running around, bro.
Yeah.
What the... Who's this guy?
Yeah.
Why is there a stink spider on the screen, bro?
Yeah, I don't. It's just supposed to be crazy. It's supposed to be schizo. I mean, it's not supposed to make a lot of sense outside of just he's the bird.
Cool.
You know, like it's just funny. You know, every single meme either makes me laugh or it's just really cool. Like, it makes me feel something. You know, and like that's what I'm looking for. There's a handful of others on XRP that like I'm max bidding personally, and I'm just gonna sit on them. I'm not selling anything until well over 100 mil. I think some of these run to $1 billion, depending how crazy XRP gets. XRP flips.
Whoa. Calm down, buddy. Calm down.
Yep. If XRP flips Ethereum, I mean, I think we're gonna see over 1 million people plus funnel into First Ledger for sure.
This is crypto. Anything can happen.
Yep.
I can't lie. I'll probably put a little bit in and just forget about it until. I mean, that's what you're meant to do, and just treat it like a.
Exactly.
If you can give me some images, I'll whenever I post a chart about it, I'll put some images on there. Just because I can't put them on. I can't get them on here on TradingView. You can copy and paste an image, and you know what I mean. But I can't physically do that on Dex. I don't think.
Okay. If you want to go back to the Bert chart, I think if you zoomed out a little bit on Dex screen and just kind of go back to the other one, that was the structure that you were showing on Bert as well.
This one here?
I believe it was that one, yeah.
Oh, this one compared to this one?
Yeah, earlier you were showing
You want to show Bret? What, for like an example of what I'm looking at?
Yeah, there was like a wave structure you were talking about. Let's see.
Accumulation, Wyckoff accumulation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, brother, I can go on for days. I'll just share my whole Chrome tab and then I.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think I can do that because it'll bring the. I think it'll mess the stream up. There you go. I'll here's one for example. This one is on tier. You get it. You get them on it. You get them on like every coin. I'll show you a few that have played out just so you can see. They happen everywhere. This is literally all I've been trading. My screen should be shared. Have you?
Yep, I just added it. Yep.
Cool. So this is on tier. This is what I'm looking at currently. I think one of them I tweeted out the other day. I think it was yesterday. Sue has kind of played out here. So this is what I'm looking at on Bert. You know what I mean? Here's the distribution. The free strikes up. There's your accumulation. The not a new low being set, but the LPS. There's your SOS. I think render. I think I tweeted this one about render ages ago. There's your accumulation. Here's the Bret one. So that's accumulation there, and then you'll move up, and then this is also accumulation here.
Wow.
You see it all the time on something like XRP. So I've been trading the hell out of XRP just in these accumulation range. So you can see there. Oh, the red. There's one. There's your 1, 2. There's your LPS. That's your SOS. There's your 1, 2. There's your LPS. SOS. Happens that you get these all the time. This is on XRP, and then I think I tweeted out yesterday. Here's the distribution that I was looking for, and the targets have been met.
Yeah.
That was one on XRP, and there's one on Hbar as well. I tweeted them out yesterday. So distribution and accumulation happens all the time. Literally, Bitcoin just to get to these levels. That's your accumulation. There's your SOS. There's your breakout. I think another clean one was. There's quite a few different ones. This one it's good to show this one. This is Wyckoff reaccumulation. So this is a move up, and then so here you go. Here's two for you. It's gonna be here's your Wyckoff accumulation. There's your SOS, and then within that SOS, we had Wyckoff reaccumulation, which let me just.
So we're basically like at the spring test zone for Bert right now, right? Based on this.
Bert, we're down here. So with Bert, we're either setting a new low or an LPS, and then we're going to the SOS. So let me show my. So now I'm showing you a few, and they've played out.
Yeah.
These happen everywhere. These are so common.
Exactly. Yeah.
This is literally how I trade. And everyone's got their own different method of trading, day trading or doing swing plays. Everyone's got their own method. Me personally, the one that I trade with regardlessly, high time frame, low time frame, is just spotting accumulation. It's just spotting distribution. So these things that I look for are happening on Bert. This is just like you just see it everywhere. You'll be able to spot some type of accumulation on other meme coins probably. This is just how market makers buy. So market makers buy here, they sell in this distribution. Market makers will buy here and they'll sell in the next distribution. That's just how these markets work. Bitcoin's entire bear market was accumulation. So was Ethereum. So was Solana's. All the same stuff. So with the XRP's whole range is accumulation. So it's this. I'm not speaking about something that's like really rare. It's just a lot of people don't really talk about it, or a lot of people don't really use it on short time frame. Whereas I tend to, and I've used it that long now, I can just spot it straight away. So that's why there's something like 2 seconds to work out. So you can kind of know if something's accumulating if you have on a high volume profile. Are there a lot of trades down here? This would have been literally next to nothing down here, and it would have come down here to fill some value, get some liquidity. So these lows here. You see how there isn't much there because that got bought up straight away. That is literally your spring phase. Look what happened now. As I'm talking about it, it's happening. It'll fill out these zones. It'll accumulate these zones. Then that's what a spring phase is. So a spring phase will reach down to grab some liquidity down below, or an LPS. There'll be a little blank there that needs filling. Obviously, it won't be there now because it's been filled. That's just how these work. I find it super easy to spot. Obviously you use cup and handles. That's how you trade. This is just what I'm seeing. This is how I'd come on here on my own and do it. This is Ipex didn't mess with me before the show and said find some stuff.
No way.
I
No way.
literally went off my screen as it was
Yep.
on trade view, and I did it in 5 seconds, and then I come
Yep.
on.
And
It might
for
not play
full-
out. It's a meme coin. I don't know
Yep.
if these.
Yeah.
I don't know what.
No,
what
for sure,
default
for
is,
sure.
but this is what I'm
And
seeing.
and with Yam coming on, he openly said in the beginning of the show he doesn't actually own any XRP memes. He doesn't own memes. He's on spot mainly. So he said he's convinced to enter Bert at these levels.
Certain.
Yeah, nothing's guaranteed ever in the market, but we're obviously history tends to rhyme. It tends to repeat itself, and so when we look at these levels, these accumulation zones, more and more people. Oh my gosh, people are buying up Bert. I saw a couple people dump like 1 million. Maybe when we were talking about some other tickers, which is totally fine. Again, it's not flooding them. Just giving my thesis as to how. Yeah, I'm giving my thesis as to why. I buy certain tickers over other ones, right? Again, it's not FUD or anything. If you take it that way, I understand. But yeah, we're kind of really just talking about, hey, like there are accumulation zones happening here. Massive moves with the entire market, XRP obviously pumping. So when we find these levels, we want to make sure that people are up to date with what is going on. And this is playing out exactly, actually. Again, none of this is planned, none of this is coordinated. I don't actually know if Yam has actually watched any of my streams in the past week. But if he hasn't, then this is insane because this is exactly what I've been sharing with you guys this entire time. If you've watched any of our previous shows, we do everything live here with you guys. So none of this is planned. I don't set up a whole hour separately, with Yam saying, hey, this is exactly what I need you to do. Like you guys can literally hear how genuine we are talking about just, hey, like we're doing this live. And then if Yam, like I'm not scared that if you find something that I don't see that he's like, hey, you know what, Bert's gonna go lower, like send it lower, right? Like send it as low as possible because Bert doesn't care about the price at the end of the day. Bert is the community. Bert believes in itself. Bert knows who he is, like the community is gonna run it up. Yeah, the community, like there's no price at the end of the day, right? Like Bert is excited no matter what. He knows his place at the end of the day, and you know what? Bert will fly high. It doesn't matter on the day. It's not a win. It's not an if. It's a win. Bert will continue to fly high no matter what, and the community is stronger than ever. Go look at the distribution. Go look at the whales. Pretty much every single whale has just been nonstop accumulating, and the chart's showing that. So lock in. You guys need to find the opportunities here. And we're going to run this up. Speaking of the spaces really quick, make sure to hit that link up in the Jumbotron. My phone with the space on is about to die, unfortunately. We've been running it for almost 2 hours now, which I wasn't planning on, but totally fine. I love it. It's been a ton of alpha. You guys need to lock in with that. If you enjoyed the space, you enjoyed the live stream here, make sure to hit that button on the bottom right. Like and retweet the show. Leave a comment. Let me know what your favorite tickers are. If you're buying Bert, let me know if you guys are picking up Bert as well, of course. And then, of course, we are going to end the spaces here. So hit that link up in the Jumbotron now to come over if you're not already in the live stream. And again, massive shout out to everyone in the spaces. I'm just going to do it really quick. Crypto Chris, what's up, brother? Pleroma, sorry, I'm gonna probably butcher it. Mike G, BR Anon, Zum. We have manager Mark, Chrissy, and Dennis in the space as well. What's up, you guys? Make sure to hit the link up in the Jumbotron. We're gonna end the spaces here, but we're gonna continue on the live stream because my phone's gonna die. And appreciate Bert the Bert main account for co-hosting here today, the Bert is Bert community space. All right, we're going to jump over to the live stream here. Again, I appreciate everyone that tuned into the spaces. I got to go charge my phone. All right, we're going to continue the live stream here for a little bit. Yam, I mean, you just let me know when you got to drop off. But yeah, brother, I'll kick it back to you if you want to jump back in.
Yeah, I'll give you some time on your own. So I'll just go out. I'll go out on a few words, just for the bull market because this is my first proper bull market, really. I was in the bear market. I showed up every day, and I'm doing the exact same thing in the bull market, if not more. I think I've gone through my messages with the people I work like Joey, for example, and I think every month I've said, okay, it's no sleep season. I can't remember the last time I had a full night's sleep. I can't lie to you.
Wow.
Up all night, looking at the charts. You've got to guys listening, this is like a once in a lifetime opportunity. You might not be around for the next bull market. You might mess up this bull market and have to wait for the next bull market. So this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. We might not have another crypto bull market after this as volatile as this one. You don't know how high this one's going to go. You don't know how much regulation is going to come in. You don't know what market caps are going to go to, because once you get to a certain market cap, there's only a certain amount of room you can move.
Yeah.
The reason why crypto is as volatile as it is because it's such a low market cap on these coins.
Right.
You're essentially buying assets that aren't even labeled as assets yet. So you might never get this chance again to, be in an asset class that can that a 500% move is looked down upon. A 10x in these kind of in crypto is kind of normalized, and you might never. I can promise you, it's not like this in any other asset class ever. Well, obviously previously, but this is the new one. It's crypto, so without getting into such making it such crazy technical forms or going through gold or whatever, going through different charts. Pretty much, guys, this is like if you were in the bear market buying and you were thinking of all the stuff you could do with that money when you're in the bear market. Maybe you've got kids and you need to pay for the college. Maybe you want to retire your parents. Maybe you're much younger, and you want to have some money to maybe buy a car when you're 18. Just please, I'm begging, please make sure you turn the unrealized profit into profit. I don't care if it's £1,000 or $1,000. I do not care. That is probably better than most people that are going to be in this market. I can promise you that. Most people in this market are going to round trip. If you were in the last bull market and you bought the last bull market like I did, I round tripped. It was my first. I was in the market for like a month and I round tripped. I didn't know what the hell was going on. Please, I'm begging. Please don't let it be you. I don't care if you take it out on a 200% move. A 200% move is unheard of in other asset classes.
Yep.
200% move is you just bought an asset class that moved 200% and you sold. Isn't that what we all want to do? Isn't that what trading is about? Buying low and selling high.
Yep.
Guys, don't complicate this. This is your time now. This is your time. You've been waiting for this. Jesus, I've been waiting for this. And now it's time to lock in. It's time to in my opinion, this is only going to be for another few months. So the next few months, give it your all. I don't care what you're doing. This should be your main. Obviously, if you've got kids and you got dogs, you got pets, feed them and that. But this is your time, man.
I love your examples. I mean, if you got responsibilities, do them. But
if you've got responsibilities, you've got to go to work.
Lock in,
Yeah, if you've got to go to work, go to work. Go to work, but come home. Don't watch that TV show. Don't watch that film. Hop on the charts. Study, because these come every 4 years.
Yep.
Every 4 years these come. This is like unheard of. And if you were buying XRP in the bear market or Hbar and you were getting crapped on, you come on Twitter and there's some obese guy shitting on your coin. Happens every freaking day, boys. And now you're up 700%, 500%. Boys, I beg, take some profit. Ladies and gentlemen, take some profit. This is like, well, if it fits your bags, it fits your bags. Take some profit. If you've got responsibilities, if you're 30 years old and you've got a mortgage, you've got kids and you need to buy a new car, this is allowing you to do them things. So please don't ignore the universe. It's trying to help you out. Take profits. Don't round trip. Give it your all. Guys, this is like, just stay confident, believe in yourself, have conviction in yourself. Most importantly, I think I say that on every single live that I come on. Have conviction in yourself, because no one else is going to have conviction in you until you've made it. Everyone laughs at you until you make their salary in a month. That's how it is. Everyone thinks you're a mong until you come out on top, and then, oh my god, I wish I bought early. My son did. He's a G. You know what I mean? This stuff happens. This is your time, ladies and gentlemen. This is what you've been waiting for. Now let's capitalize on it. No finance advice, but let's get this bread. Simple as, boys. Let's
get this bread. Yeah, that's
made in the bear market. I'm gonna sell at this price. Make sure you sell at that price. You hold yourself accountable, because you're the only one to blame. just a word of advice: when you were buying at the bottom, when you were buying the bear market and you felt, God, I feel stupid. I'm buying here when no one else is buying. I feel stupid. It feels the same thing selling the top. You'll kind of sell. You'll take profits and it's like, this is going to go so much higher. I feel so stupid selling here, and that will most likely be the top. So have control of your emotions. People like me, IPEX, I'm on Twitter literally every day, posting charts on there. So if you've got any questions, you want me to go through an XRP chart, you want to give my opinion, it's not financial advice, but if you want a second opinion on a chart, you want a second opinion on a coin. If I understand the coin and I see something on it, I'll let you know. But guys, this is your time to really like lock in and access the green candles that you've been begging for. They're here now. They're gonna come. It's only gonna be a few months. Just boys, just make sure, please. I'm begging, don't round trip. Take profits, boys. Take profits. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. I could go on for hours, but that's all I'm gonna say.
Awesome, brother. Yeah, well, I mean, if you gotta head out, I mean, I just want to say I really appreciate you.
I've got to head out. I'm just saying.
Oh, okay.
You need to have a
Okay.
talk with me. I don't want to
Awesome.
take
Yeah, no worries, brother. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't have said it better. I will be screaming personally, Hbar and XRP, because those are my two biggest bags, DeFi tokens specifically in them. I will be screaming when I believe the top will be in. I said that openly. Hey, I believe 78 cents at the top. If Hbar gets into the top 10, then it's like $3 to $5, which we'll be charting and doing all that kind of stuff once things really get. I mean, we're going to start to see some pretty insane stuff. And I will be screaming, you better be taking 10% out, 20% out, 1% Like, you better be taking something, because the round tripping will happen so fast. And you're going to be just coping on the timeline, hoping like, hey, well, like Hbar just did like 1,000x. Oh, well, like it could just do it again, right? Like,
It did 1,000x. You just got
not
a
what,
10x on an asset
yep,
class.
yep,
Don't be stupid. Take some
yep,
profit, boys. Go buy
yep.
your
So I don't,
go take your mum on holiday. Take your parents on
yep,
holiday.
yeah, I don't believe for a second that the top is in on XRP, Hbar, any of these, right? But once they are, I'm pulling up the XRP price now as well. Kind of talk a little bit about price prediction. As I said earlier, I believe $7, $8, $9 flipping Ethereum. You mentioned Ethereum outperforming, which is interesting.
We agree. Me and you, Apex. We have
Yeah,
completely different styles of TA, but we land on the same kind of target points. Like
yeah,
HBAR, 70 cents to 80 cents is
yeah,
my kind of I'm out.
yeah,
Leave a little moon bag.
yeah.
XRP, $8. I'm out. Leave a little moon
Wow.
bag.
Wow. And everyone, I didn't DM him to agree with me, right?
He
Like,
DM'd me. He told me to come on the show, shill Bert, and shill all this big profit
crazy.
guys. Don't believe this guy. He's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
thug. Somebody
yeah.
arrest
No.
this dog.
Yeah, no, he owns no meme coins or any of that kind of stuff. We can't even plan this, but I mean, my TA, and I'm literally just looking for higher highs, higher lows. Look at the stochastic RSI. So I'm actually gonna. I don't personally know how to read or write, which I want to learn though, because just as someone that does TA and I try to learn as much as possible about this market, my next evolution, if you will, of TA for myself personally, my personal growth journey over the last 4 or 5 years is Wyckoff and the Fibonacci's is really what I'm looking to study next. So
I could
I don't
teach you
really
this stuff, man. This is all I use.
the what?
That is literally all I use. I could teach you this, my boy.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to learn for sure. So basically, all I look at, and I'm just going to be super honest here, I charted this for Bitcoin. And this is where I say, hey, the top isn't in or the top is in. And you can kind of just look at this on the grand scheme of things. So on the monthly chart, since these are like pretty old tickers on like Bitcoin, HBAR, XRP, whatever, right? You can kind of just study and look. Like blue above is bullish clearly, but it does mark a top. Once we get above this 80 level, you can kind of just watch it here. Orange above obviously is bearish. Usually it's just a sign of momentum weakening. And then obviously once it crosses back up, it's bullish again. You can just watch that over and over again on the chart. XRP recently back in October had the cross up. We talked about it here. And look, we're trending up. Now, are we at the top yet? No. But if we're at like $5 to $10 in this range at here and we cross down, I will be saying this is the top for XRP, especially if we are at the price target I think we'll be. that will be. And we're not like crazy far off from it either. But it could be even high. I mean, we can go all the way up to 100, put in like the highest top ever. That is possible on the momentum. And we can actually drag sideways too, and have like some insane parabolic moves, which, as Yam was saying, we had 2,500 something days worth of accumulation. So the move isn't over yet, and we get up some insane moves that XRP has never seen before on the chart because we waited so long. This is the absolute bottom of the market in June. You can see literally you couldn't get a better buy opportunity except for the actual bottom of the bear market, which is the only two times pretty much on the XRP chart that XRP has ever seen that on the monthly. So this is what I'm mainly using. I'm not really charting like day to day or the moves. Obviously, this candle's a inverse hammer. It is green. It hasn't finished yet. The month is 25 days old, not even over yet. This is a massive bullish engulfing candle, so super bullish. This one is so brand new. It's a baby candle. You can't even call anything off this yet, but the momentum's clearly there. We're continuing to trend up. Now, if we move to the weekly specifically, or even the sorry, not the weekly. I want to show you guys the daily here. Since we are kind of just looking for key indicators like bull flags and that kind of stuff. Obviously, the momentum on the daily, which isn't the end of the world or any of that kind of stuff. We've been down here before, but guess what happens? This usually marks once we're like out of steam, out of momentum, which is where we're at here. We're trending to that level. That's when we have that reversal. So we haven't had it yet, but once we see that move, and we'll start charting these on the daily as well. Once we see that massive V-shaped recovery, right? You can see the V here, V here. As I said earlier, XRP can trend all the way up here at 100 and hold at this level. And we saw a massive rally here from 48 to $1.30. That is what this massive move on the daily is showing. And we had a recent peak at $3, and then that was the local top for the daily. But the moment we have that V-shaped recovery, which will happen pretty soon now, any day now, and it looks like a bear flag is forming, a bull flag is forming, spinning top here, super iconic here, just shows indecision. I mean, we're pretty much about to break out either to the downside, as Yam said, maybe to this $1.90 range, fill in this support. I don't know how to read like accumulation stuff. I just I can feel it in the charts and study these candles. No, I'm not even kidding though. Like I can see it happening. And if we drop through here, then obviously this is probably the next psychological zone. And then obviously the V shape can happen on the daily, but I don't really do the daily. I'm really focused on the monthly here, and we're clearly in a massive uptrend. So you guys got to lock in the next 25 days, 3 to 4 weeks. And as I said, if XRP starts to really shoot up, guess what's going to happen to the memes? The memes are going to go absolutely parabolic. If we get anywhere near Ethereum, especially if Ethereum does start to outperform, if we get near Ethereum and go even beyond like $5 to $10, that's when the memes are going to just start shooting to like 100 mil market caps. End of this year, going to January, February, March, like literally the next like 3 to 4 months are going to be the most insane time. And if you've watched any of my shows in the past, I did say there's like a 30 to 90 day window where you're going to make pretty much all of the major profits. And I believe that window has started, or we're like about to start that window. And if you're not locked in, like the life-changing gains, what have you, like I said it all through the bottom of the bear market. We started hosting spaces every day except for the weekends on September 2023. We're well over a year in. And I said, look, like if you're not locked in, you're not taking profits at the right time when the market's at its actual top. Like, yeah, we could go to XRP 589, right? There's a whole thing with all that, and I'm not gonna get into that. Yeah, but I mean, talking about like realistic zones, unless we get like some insane like XRP flips Bitcoin and all that kind of stuff. But if it does, and you believe all that, then why wouldn't you be buying memes, even putting 100 XRP, right? Like, I don't think people realize that like 100 XRP could turn to like 1,000 XRP or 10,000 XRP or more in like one asset of a meme, just because the meme just like completely outperforms XRP. If XRP goes from $2.30 to like $9, that's like a 4-ish X from here, right? Well, like pretty much every meme that I think is quality on First Ledger. Let me just share my tab really, really quick here. This is what the UI is going to look like once you get onboarded. Give me a second to remove the cookies. Okay, what's going on?
I believe Bert can go to 589.
Okay. No, I completely agree. All right. For some reason, when I clicked First Ledger, it pulled up the freaking Rick Astley or something. The "Never Gonna Give You Up" song. I don't know what happened there, but no, I just got rickrolled live on the stream. So I don't know what happened there. So give me a second to pull. Okay, I said reject. Okay, I guess if you reject the cookies, it pulls up the rickroll. I guess I gotta
No
accept the
way.
cookies. I'm not even
No
kidding you.
way.
That's what just happened. Yeah, if you reject cookies, it pulls up a
That's
YouTube video. All right.
that's
Well, you guys can all see and just kind of watch all the top tickers right now here on First Ledger. This is the meme coin platform here where you can just kind of watch all of them. So again, welcome to First Ledger, fastest way to trade assets. But if you're not max bidding, I'm not even talking about these tickers in particular. I'm just saying in general here, trying to be as unbiased as possible. As I said, I'm not going to buy AI or copy pasta stuff. Like I think people are gonna, once we start to really onboard other people, the degens from other chains, like they are gonna look for the mascots, as we talked about. I believe Bert has the highest chance or one of the highest chances on the chain to be the mascot of XRP. I don't think that narrative is in and of itself is like the craziest thing or the reason to buy. Like you just have to find the most organic, most diversified distribution of holders. The devs ideally hold none of it or very little until you get listed on exchanges, that kind of stuff as well. But you really want to find these high quality communities, these high quality tickers, and memes, of course, as well. Now I'm just going to throw up the Bert chart once again as well here on Deck Screener. Now that we're on Deck Screener, but if you don't really understand how early we are, like it's like 4.1 million right now. Like that is literally nothing in relation to where I believe at least how much XRP is getting adopted. XRP all time high. Like at this, just for frame of reference for everyone to understand. Like if you're buying Bert at these levels and XRP does like a 4 or 5x from here, like these market caps will just shoot to like 20, 25 million just because they're paired with XRP. I don't think people understand that. And then people are like, oh, I made a ton of money, like millions of dollars on XRP. Why don't I just put in like 1,000 XRP or like $1,000 even into some of these and then just try to turn into like 10,000 or 100,000 XRP? Like that's already been happening here on First Ledger in the first like month and a half. The amount of like mania and excitement that is going to go into these tickers, and unfortunately scams and all that kind of stuff too, which you got to be really careful about because people will rinse you out of your XRP because they're going to try to convince you that their ticker is real, their market cap's real. Like market cap is not everything. I need you to really hear me on that. Like the distribution, you need to study the distribution. You need to make sure that someone doesn't own like 90% secretly because we don't have bubble maps, unfortunately. And you need to find the ones that fit that bill. And if you aren't uncertain of that, you need to really reevaluate your bags. If you've been in here and if you haven't been in here, you need to find the ones that are as organic as possible, because that means that if you do care about buy pressure, sell pressure, that kind of stuff, like you cannot nuke the chart if you have a community of very, very convicted people that really, really love the ticker, really part of the community, of course, and they're rallying around something iconic, something that could represent the chain very well and bring in more eyes, right? You want to find the next Pepe or the next whatever on XRP, and I believe we're having conversations about that now. So you gotta lock in the next three months or so are probably going to be the craziest of your life. If we have a pullback over the summer, which we most likely will have, perhaps like 2021 cycle, but Bitcoin, maybe we'll have a run at the end of 2025. That's a whole separate conversation if you're going to be re-entering the market. But if you're not taking major profits January, February, March, depending on what asset you're in, depending on the DeFi, right? Because DeFi usually runs harder after the top is in than NFTs and that kind of stuff, which are all completely separate conversations. You got to really lock in and find where the alpha is going to be. And like I said, I'm going to be screaming from the rooftop every single day as long as we host these shows. Hey, I believe the top is in on these specific assets. It's time to rotate into the risk on assets if you're going to, and be aware that if we do see massive pullbacks on the main assets, obviously that'll affect the DeFi, but people really want, don't underestimate how much people want to gamble, especially during the bear market, during the bull run, heading into the bear market, and people want to gamble on meme coins. It is a meme coin super cycle at the end of the day, and if you are fading the meme coins, you're gonna watch these rallies do 10x, 100x's. I think 10x is low at this point. 100x's, and you're just going to be watching from the sidelines. And I don't want that for you guys. So again, you don't have to put your whole portfolio in this kind of stuff, but a small amount could outperform your entire portfolio. That's something that people don't realize either. Like if you put in like 1% of your whole portfolio, if you hit 100x, that is your entire portfolio. Don't underestimate like 2, 3, 4, 5x's and how that will influence your entire portfolio as well. So that's my like thesis on meme coins here, and of course on XRP. So yeah, I hope you guys learned something, and yeah, you gotta lock in. I mean, these buying opportunities are absolutely insane, and we're onboarding a ton of people to First Ledger. Or I'll throw it back to you, brother.
Yeah, you're correct. Wait, you think meme coins are going crazy on Solana like before Bitcoin was at 6 figures? Just wait till the market top is in, and everyone's made plus 5 figures on the portfolio, and they think, you know what, I want a 10x on this 5 figures. You know what, I want to get a 10x, a 20x on these 4 figures, and they'll throw it in meme coins, and that'll be mad liquidity. It happens every single cycle. It goes from Bitcoin to large caps to mid caps to then it goes into full risk on. So your DeFi and your meme coins. Your meme coins and DeFi will also run along with the coin itself. So you're seeing right now Source and Pack, they were going down as Hbar was going down.
Yep.
As soon as Hbar starts to go up, Source and Pack go up. But then they won't fully have their extensions or expansions until Hbar kind of tops out. And everyone wants to make money in the Hbar ecosystem.
Exactly.
That's how these things work. It's like a ladder of risk on. So it goes from kind of risk off a 10x on like a bigger bag, and they'll take a little bit of that big bag that's 10x and put it into the mid caps, and the mid caps will give them a 10x, and then they'll put a little bit of that into the meme coins DeFi, and they'll get a 10x on that, and they'll call it quits. That is what you should do. That's what you should do. That is how you kind of should trade these cycles. Obviously, not financial advice. It's just like that's just how these cycles work. And money flows where the attention goes, and the attention goes into large caps, mid caps, and then your DeFi meme coins.
Yep. Yeah, I couldn't have said it any better myself. And Sauce. I mean, I'm super bullish on Sauce. I don't know if you have a take on Sauce in particular, but
yeah, I bought Sauce at 1 million market cap at the very bottom.
Go.
I bought the Hashpack NFT. So I got the pack airdrop. I'm very, very bullish on Hbar and the Hbar ecosystem. I've been a very long-term believer in Hbar, and obviously I'm in karate as well. But yeah, Source. If you actually do the numbers, do the facts, it's the quickest DEX in the whole of crypto. And yeah, Hashpack is just so sexy, man. It's just so easy to use. It's just so good. So yeah, if anyone is on here and they are only in XRP or in other coins and you've stumbled across this chain, it's definitely not too late to check out the Hbar ecosystem. Yeah, a lot of good stuff happens in the Hbar ecosystem. I think there's a lot of good stuff being built. I'm not really interested in any ecosystems, really. I know a few on XRP, like XRP Healthcare, Flare, those kind of things. Obviously, Bert. I know Bert. Those kind of things. But Hbar, they've always got something cooking in that ecosystem, especially like the main coins, Source, H-Suite, Jam FM or Tune FM, Karate, Source, Pack. You got loads. It just is they're trying to build something different in the space, and that's how I recognized it at the start. I was buying Hbar, and I thought I was very early on Solana. I was trading NFTs on Solana in 2021, so I kind of understand now how DEXs work, how the ecosystems work. So I was buying Hbar, and I thought there's no point me having Hbar and not having some ecosystems as well. Because if I think Hbar is going to do well, then I'm going to think the DEX is going to do well. So I'll buy some Source, and then it did like a 27x. I am still fully in Source though. I really do think there's going to be some big numbers coming. I think Source will outperform Hbar 10x.
Let's go. Okay, that's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear.
Bro, did you not see the calculations on Source? I still spoke this on one thing.
Yeah, I want to talk about that. Yeah.
In the first run up on Hbar, so when Hbar in March went from Hbar in March like what was it? I'll check now. It did. So from the I'd say not the low at 3 cent. I'd say from the it is still 3 cent, like 4 cent mark. Hbar did
3x, 300%. Source took a while to catch up, but it kind of ran with it, and it did it all at once. So Source did, like, if I remember correctly, it did that entire like 3x and some in 1 month, whereas it took Hbar like, let me just check. It took Hbar 198 days, and I think Source did that same 3x from the lows all of a sudden in January. I remember waking up one day and it was like, holy, this kind of yeah, it was so from October to but it really started in December. But from October to Feb, it did a 15x. But from the lows, it did like a 30x. So realistically, it was something like every 100% Hbar did. Source did a 10x.
Yep.
There's a lot of stuff you can base off. You can kind of go in with TVL. Total value locked. I know the chart for total value locked looks very good. I think we just hit 100 million again, didn't we? But the all-time high is something like 150 million.
Yeah, I think it went past like 140 or 130 yesterday.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to track it. So yeah,
crazy.
so we're basically near all-time high again.
I'll check now.
And we're like under like a 2 or 3x from the previous price.
Holy.
So like, I think we'll do like, I don't know. It'll be pretty. So this is what I'm saying. If Hbar hits 78 cents, Sauce will hit at least $1. I don't know if you have higher price progress than that, but you can buy you could buy 2 to 3x Sauce over the last 2-3 days.
Oh my god, bro, it's $1.
Per Hbar, you could, if you traded it, which I've been saying in all the alpha chats I'm in, I kept saying, hey, go buy Sauce instead. Sauce can outperform. Everyone's like go fuck yourself basically, because like Hbar is outperforming, so why wouldn't Hbar keep outperforming? I'm like, you guys literally don't understand like anything. Like if you are not trading into DeFi right now from these local tops, like I literally just 3x my Sauce position just because Hbar pumped. Like I don't think people understand how fast
like
Sauce is gonna move. Sauce is gonna pump so hard once Hbar actually has its top or like is near the top. And it's like, okay, well, I'd rather have more Sauce individual tokens than Hbar tokens at this point if we're going to continue to run. And yeah, Hbar could outperform a bit more once we get near a top, which I have the Hbar chart out. Once we hit here, which look, it looks pretty much exactly like XRP in terms of where we're at in the momentum. But once this orange line's up here above the 80, the blue's out here. I mean, to me, this is the monthly. Yeah, the monthly chart. Last time we actually hit up here, but once we put in arguably a new high, which I need a chart that has more data points than 2020. But this is kind of the example. Once Hbar's up here and crossing down again, this is going to be the top, whether it's 78 cents, $3, $5, whatever it is. I mean, it's ultimately up here, and the chart will tell its own story regardless of the candles. But basically, this candle is doing the same thing as XRP, but XRP is a little bit lower. But this is a 5-day-old candle. You know, and it could close all the way up here for all we know at 40 cents again and continue the uptrend, which arguably is what's going to happen by the end of the month. So you gotta be locked in. A lot of charts are showing the same thing, but you have to be in the right place. Meme coins are about to happen on Hedera. So if you're interested in that as well, I have an alpha chat I just threw up last night. So if you want to get in early and just put in like 100 Hbar or less into some of these memes, I mean, 1,010. Hold on, you could put in, which I did this a couple times. So I'm just gonna say it. You could put in like 100 XRP on some of these memes and just sit on it for like 10,000 XRP. And I did it a couple times. A couple other people did it a couple times. I won't say how much I have now or whatever. It's irrelevant. But in Hbar memes, and like I'm just holding it. I mean, I'm not here to trade it really. I just want to wait till Valhalla at this point. But like watching Hbar about to have it just kind of had the same move as XRP. The momentum's there. The momentum's building. The volume is definitely there. Like XRP flipping ETH, Hbar getting to the top 10. That kind of stuff could set us up for $3 to $5. I don't think our memes basically don't exist. This isn't FUD to anyone that has memes on Hbar. There's like 3 of them that I'm really eyeing. I mentioned the alpha chat picks them up last night. I added to my bags last night based on the chart here. Look, pick up Sauce, pick up your memes on Hbar, pick them up on obviously XRP. That was what the whole show is here. But if you hate gains, I mean, pretty much ignore everything that we're talking about. But if you want to ultimately change your life, obviously not necessarily financial advice, but like I'm going to watch people become millionaires. That's my goal. I want people to be able to change their life, change their future. Like inflation is insane. Everything costs so much more, at least in the US, it does. I'm in the US, and I know some places are unfortunately even worse off. Like if you genuinely want to change your life, like you have to find the best opportunities, the best place, and you can't do it by yourself. Like don't be so prideful thinking that you're just going to do it by yourself because you listen to one space or something. You're like, I got this. Like, no, you fucking don't. You're going to get wrecked in this space
Yeah, it's
if you're
always better
trying to
having a
work.
team.
Like you need a lot of experience, and especially if you're new to this space, like the moment that like this next candle forms, like going into January, February, and like everything just goes up like 2, 3, 4, 5x or more from these levels already, you're gonna think you're like a genius. You're gonna think like fuck IPEX. It doesn't matter what calls you make. No, I'm not even kidding. Like people are gonna be like, oh, like I know what I'm doing because everything's going up. Like, no, you fucking don't. Like the moment that things start pulling back, you're gonna literally freak out and you're gonna be selling at a loss and you're gonna be panic buying and revenge trading and being like, what the fuck is going on? Like, no, you need to learn to take profits when you're up like 3x, 2x. Take your initials out always. You should never be losing money in this space, first of all. Take your initials out always. If you're up 2x, 3x, take initials out no matter how much you put in, even if it's a little bit. So you're never negative. First of all, you never want to go negative because the moment that you get wrecked or you go to zero on any of this stuff, you're out of the market. And guess what? The market wants to give you a lot if you find the right opportunities, the right people, the right alpha callers. But the market also wants to drain you of your entire bag if you're not careful. And that's where you have to work with other people and be extremely humble and never think that you know everything in this space, because that is your one-way ticket to get absolutely wrecked in this space. So you got to lock in. You got to
I
lock
think what
in
you're
the
trying
alpha
to say,
chats.
what you're
Yeah,
trying to say is anyone can make money in the bull market. Like it's like
exactly.
you could at a certain point in a bull market, you could put anything in any coin and it will do a something percentage. Anyone can make money in a bull market. Even me, who sits here, I study charts, brother. I kid you not. This is all I do. In the middle
Yeah,
of the night, I wake up, I check TradingView. I wake up, I check TradingView. This is what I do. This is literally I
yeah,
eat, sleep,
yeah.
breathe these markets. It might sound sad to and obsessive to others. I call it a passion. This is what I want to do for the rest of my life. So this is what I do. Even me at the top of this, like let's say if when it gets to my targets, I'll sit there and think like even me, I'm the shit. Holy, and then like you have to rein yourself in.
Yeah, yeah,
Anyone can make money in a bull market. Someone who does not even 1% of the work that I do can
yeah,
also make the same money just by buying the
yeah.
same place as me.
And more.
Right?
Yeah,
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 probably even more because they
yeah,
don't know targets. They'll
yeah.
probably full port to the moon and take out like a
Exactly.
really extreme high
Exactly.
where I'm gonna
Yeah.
match my targets. I'm gonna take out my reasonable targets because I need to make profit. It's my business. Um, so probably make more than me. The thing is, it's anyone can make money in the bull market. You see these guys coming from TikTok. If they bought Hbar right now when Hbar did a 3x, they'll make money. But will they sell it? Probably not. But they still made unrealized gains. Like anyone can make money in this market. That's just how this market works. Anyone can make money in the SMP. All you gotta do is buy the SMP and it'll go up eventually. That is how investing works. It's all
Yeah.
about timing. It's all about understanding cycles, where it's going to top, understanding Fibonacci's. That's how I'm going to look for tops. If you've got a different way, that's your different way. But yeah, just honestly, if some people in the bear market put quite a chunk of money in, and they bought the coins that were in, for example, or there are other coins that have done a 5x and 8x. They're probably up a lot of money right now. And to those people that are listening who are up that amount of money, you do not have that money until it is in your bank account and you
Yep.
pay tax. You have no money if it's just sitting in a wallet. That doesn't equal anything. It doesn't
Right.
equal anything until you've sold, you've done a bank transfer, and you've hired a tax specialist to come and check all your trades, so you're not going to prison, and you paid the tax. That's the only way you have made money this cycle.
Yep.
Stay humble. If anyone asks for advice, don't give any, because if you give some and it goes wrong, you're to blame. Sit down, be a good little boy, and let the market makers make you some money, and when they offer you the money, take it.
Yep.
Everyone's in the same boat. I'm treating this cycle like I'm new to the market.
Exactly.
I'm
Yep.
forgetting everything. All I'm doing is watching charts. My spot portfolio has got nothing to do with my trades. I've got a different bag for trading. I'm literally not even looking at like
Yep.
my portfolio. I'm literally looking at charts to trade. Other than
Yep.
that, I'll look at my portfolio when they hit the targets and I take it out. All I'm doing is writing emotional logs and trading, like day trading. If I see it, monthly, weekly, whatever you want to call it, I'm trading a different kind of bag. But yeah, for you guys that are just sitting in spot, the one word of advice is make sure you're doing an emotional log. It might sound corny, but I promise you, it saves you such a peace of mind, because you can come back and look at it when you're next feeling euphoria.
Yep.
And you can say, right, when I last felt this, we kind of that was the top. Or
Exactly.
when I
Exactly.
wrote in
That's
my
smart.
book,
That's
I'm
really
scared.
smart. Yeah.
Bro, this is all I did. This
Oh
is
my
all I
gosh.
did in bear
I've
market.
been thinking, to be honest, like when Bert, just for instance, like in my alpha chat, I literally talk about like when Bert pulled back on Monday, right? When everything crashed. I was like, you know what, you guys, like I'm feeling max fear right now. I use my alpha chat as my journal. I'm like, I feel max fear. This is usually when like I want to just dump everything and just like forget it, whatever, it's like it hurts, it sucks when like you see an asset go back like 60%, 70, whatever, and everyone else is feeling that too, not just you, by the way. And when you think, like, you also have to understand, like, when you think you feel a certain way, everyone else is pretty much feeling that, if not worse, right? Some people feel it as much as you or worse. Like, you're not the only one. But then guess what? When everyone is so excited 24 hours before on Sunday, when everything was up 2-3x, like everyone's excited, everyone's euphoric. But guess what? If you're doing the opposite and taking profit, okay, well, you're part of 1% that's like, hey, like, I need to put my emotions aside and understand, when I feel like this, should I do this? And if I feel max fear, I buy. If I'm excited, so excited, everyone else around me is like that, I need to be selling, or I need to take some profits or do something, or just sit. If you're just going to wait, like for me, I'm just sitting. Obviously, I feel my emotions still, but like for now, until I see like tops on any of this stuff, I'm just going to wait, like until I see
Bro,
it.
go on
Like,
the Bitcoin chart. I'm sorry, but go on the Bitcoin chart. I'm so sorry. Carry on
no,
talking, but go on the
let's,
Bitcoin chart.
let's do it. Let's do it.
We just liquidated back down to 90K.
We went under 100.
Yeah, we went to 90K.
No, we didn't. That's amazing.
We're back up to 96K, but we
Yeah,
just
yeah.
hit 90K.
Let's see.
As you were talking, I was watching the chart and I was
Yeah,
looking,
yeah. Let's go. And people are gonna think we're insane for even thinking it's awesome or funny. All right, let me pull up TradingView. I actually haven't charted Bitcoin in a minute here on the stream. I want to show you guys where I think Bitcoin's at.
This is that market. I've got a price target for Bitcoin that I can go through.
Yeah. I have a new one.
Market work. This is how market. Liquidations happen all the time, man. It's sweeping out liquidity. But what happens at liquidation? It always marks the bottom. So, either way, guys, if it liquidates and I'm sitting, me and I'm actually sitting here laughing, it's going back down to 90K. What is that like a? Oh my god, that's a fat wick. It's a 12% down in like a minute.
Let's go.
At the end of the day, we've got conviction it's going higher, so it really doesn't matter. It is funny. You see these all the time. These happen all the time.
Yep.
Bro,
so let's pull up.
Bro, go on the 1 hour time frame. Look at that wick. Oh my god. Someone just got absolutely booty clapped.
Look at that.
Booty clapped.
89.9.
The thing is, though, the alts aren't really getting that affected.
No. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's lovely. All right, so let's do the monthly.
We were here watching this live.
Yep. So let's do the monthly here. So this is the one that I'm mainly looking at here. I could do a couple month ones, but basically this is what we saw, right? I kept saying since February, March, when everything pretty much topped, Bitcoin has its local top. Everything kind of ran right after it, going into April, and then everything kind of just nuked after that. Hbar, XRP, whatever. So I openly said, and if you guys were listening to me, I said, look, September, we had to cross up. Look at that. I called it. If you guys were here this whole time, I have the fucking receipts. Like I said, if Bitcoin crosses up right here at the 50 level, which is the minimum to be considered in a bull market, I said, look, we crossed the blue up. We did. I said within 30 days or so, we're gonna have the cross up. We did it. And what did we do? We went freaking parabolic. I don't think you guys understand. Bitcoin was at 45,000. I was hosting streams saying we're about to go way higher if we cross
Bro,
up.
I was in that
We
stream.
crossed up. Yeah, we crossed
Me,
up.
you,
And look,
it was me, you, and Joey. It went, and
Yep.
yeah, we were. I remember I sat at this. These are my exact words. I'm going to be confident. I'm going to say a new all-time high, end of October, or the first week of November. And those are the exact words. I've clipped it. I've got a video on my phone. I
Yep.
clipped it. We were here, guys. We were here in these chats when Hbar was back down at 4 cents. We were here. This is, and our conviction was not lost at all. We didn't care at all. That's the funny thing. That's when people like me and Apex start to take profits. It's a genuine place to start taking profits. Not because we're better than you, not because we know a lot more than you, just because we've set targets. And if you are new and you maybe don't know how to set targets, it's just something to look back. Because my sentiment, my emotion, even though my coins have done this kind of move, I really couldn't care less. It doesn't really bother me. I can't lie to you. I'm that coot from that 8-month downtrend that I don't care anymore.
Yep.
Really
So here's the alpha for most people that most people should be doing. I am not, unless you have a ton of experience, you're self-taught, you have years of experience like I'm like, do not be like listening to him being like, hey, I'm gonna be exiting out of these trades, getting in and out. Like for me, like this is my style, but like this is what most people should be doing, arguably. Like you should not be trading every single day. You shouldn't be getting in and out positions unless you know exactly what the charts are saying. And guess what? You still probably don't even know what they're saying because things could change so fast. And it's really, really tough to do it unless you're just like really, really good. And obviously, Yam, I mean, he's probably part of like 0.0001% of the population that could do it. But guess what? We're here giving you guys, we're here giving you guys the free alpha on like, hey, you know what? It's better to find these assets early, right? Buy at 45,000, as I said, but don't buy Bitcoin. Buy Hbar, buy XRP, buy all these other assets.
Oh, no
buy
financial
the
advice.
DeFi.
No financial advice.
Yeah, not financial advice. But when we're talking about these, okay, Bitcoin did 45K to 90K. Okay, Bitcoin just did a 2x. Well, Hbar just did like a 7x or 8x, and then XRP just did like a 5 or 6x. So like, if you're listening, you should be up a good chunk of your portfolio right now. And then look, we got a spinning top on the monthly. We crossed up. We're about to cross up about this 80 level, which is the most significant level on the RSI of all time for Bitcoin. So look, we have this one actually goes all the way back to like 2018. Look, anytime we're up at this level, we're hitting a local top or the market cycle top. The market tells you when it is. Look, we hit it up here as a local top. If we're following somewhat of 2021, we're going to enter that zone very soon, but we're already hitting 100K. So my new price target based on everything that I'm watching, depending on how Bitcoin continues to move, I'm thinking maybe it's really tough. It's really tough to call. I mean, it's really once we hit. So let me chart this really quick on the RSI. Once we hit this zone, so we got to be in this range right here. Basically in February, March, right? March, take profits in March, go away or whatever, or go away May or something, right? If you're in this zone, you're not taking profits, looking at other assets, seeing them top, do their thing, right? You really got to understand. So I personally don't really have a set. I could say 125K to 175K. I've heard some price targets. I got 250K, 225, 375 in that range. Like it's really, really tough to like agree with that. But I think 125K to like 175 in that range is realistic. If we go higher, obviously I say send it fucking higher. But I mean, what are you thinking, brother? I mean, I don't really.
Hey, Apex, if we get it wrong, bro, we just redraw the chart, man. That's how we do it.
Yep. Yeah.
Here you go. I've got mine. I've shared my screen. I've got an actual based off like cycles, and I've got like an example of how it's played out before.
Let's go. All right, decided different.
All right, so what you want to look for in terms of targets, based off how I kind of look at the market. So I did this on gold.
I did this publicly, so you can go back in. You can go back into. I was calling tops this entire time here, and it's just based on it's just based on cycles. So what you want to look for, you want to look at current moves. So this is taken from this. So previous impulsive moves is something you can base off what's going to happen again. You can do it on every chart. You can do it on altcoins. You can do it on meme coins. This is how charts work. They very often they have the same pattern and to the exact same length. So as you can see here, this move is that. So this is what you call a top to bottom of the range. I've kind of given it its own name. I don't know what this TA is called. This is something that I've found as I've been going through charts over the years. This is called like a range low to range top, and this is the exact same as what we've got on Bitcoin. Like gold looks exactly the same as Bitcoin, so that's why I'm relating it to gold. And then this is your full cycle move. So on gold, we did a full cycle move. I can zoom in. We just front run that high. So this does work. I posted this chart way before this happened, way before this topped. So this is something that I looked at previously. I had this goal on Twitter. You can go back and look, and it tapped it perfectly. And then what you're looking for is the same kind of low. So what I'm looking for here, I also posted this on Twitter ages ago. So I'm not just doing this now. You're looking like an ABC to these levels, which would be down to these corrected levels. So this is how you can base previous moves off of current moves and what's going to happen. So for example, I'm expecting the same kind of thing on silver, either a range high to range low or a previous impulsive move. So on Bitcoin, my price target, just from a range low to range high, would be 111,000, and then a full cycle, which is what I expect because of how similar this is to gold and how gold's played out, is 135,000 per Bitcoin. So that is kind of my target. If we go above there, I'm obviously more than happy to be wrong, because that means we'll all make it, boys. But yeah, I'm not in Bitcoin anyway, and even so, that's like a 30% move. So it really doesn't mean anything. That's just where I kind of see it. You'll kind of see the previous targets, and then you're looking for a correction of the same magnitude as gold. So what happens from there? So what you'll probably see is, especially on something like Bitcoin, which is why I'm a bit unsure, because with gold, I kind of dropped to these levels on gold is, 70%. That's kind of your bear market. But on Bitcoin, you usually get the 80% corrections. So that's why I'm a bit unsure of kind of where it'll correct to. But we'll get to that. We don't predict, we react. So we'll get to that point when we get to that point. But
You think we'll do like a 45K, 55K down to that zone for correction? That's what I think the bear market will be.
Yeah.
Personally, I think that was that's my personal area. If we do like 125, because I said 125, 175. If it goes higher, obviously it goes higher. But like 125 feels. That's what I said. I'm kind of like relying on like, which obviously you never do in charting or whatever. But like I've been in this long enough where I can kind of feel like, hey, like these moves make a lot of sense based on what I'm watching. So 125K in that, like one deviation maybe above it, 35K, maybe 75K in that range makes sense. But anything beyond that, I'd be genuinely shocked. But that's not what I'm reading in the charts at all. So yeah, I mean, if you, but yeah, 70% crash, usually bear market 50%. I don't know if you think. I know you mentioned 2017. Could be playing out similar to that chart instead of 2021. I mean, I'm kind of looking at 2021 as the move, but if we pull like a 2017 move retracement back, I mean, I'm curious what you think, but I'm feeling like 45, 55K will be the bear market low for Bitcoin personally.
Yeah. So when you're saying like 2021, what do you mean by like 2021? You mean the same kind of top?
Yeah, for the like, how it did like the double top where it pulled back in the summer or whatever, and then it came back.
Yeah,
so had the second wave.
That's called whack off distribution. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So do you think that that's going to be because after Bitcoin has its top, after like March, personally, I'll just be super honest. Like, I don't know if we're going to have like a second wave. A lot of people are calling for that. So like, and I don't really know much because like I lived it, right? I got to see all of it. I remember the second ride. That's when Hbar actually hit its top on the second one in October.
Yeah,
If
I
you
saw
like,
that.
right, yeah, right where that first, if you scroll through on your screen right there on that box right there, that second box right where your cursor's at, that second move right at the beginning of the red box, that's when Hbar hit 60 something cents. So a lot of people are kind of waiting, like, okay, do we like have like a crazy pump in the fall of 2025? Like, so should I like sell everything in March, which I'm probably gonna most likely do most of my assets, and then wait for the dump in the summer and then buy it like whenever I think there's a bottom? But I don't know. I mean, do you feel like we're gonna have a second move, or that's like my biggest thing right now?
Every single question. So that very good questions. Very good questions. I'm going to try and go through them one by one.
Yeah.
So your first question was, do I think there's going to be the same kind of 2021 where we get a second high?
Yeah.
I don't think that at all. I'm going to be
Okay.
completely honest. I think
Yeah.
it's that 2021. How I kind of look at 2021 is you've got to look at it as like a complete anomaly,
Yeah.
because the way the market was structured, it was a distribution top has never happened for Bitcoin before. So previously, you get a straight top, and then you get a 702 retracement. I don't know if you can see it. I've got to zoom in because of the live.
Yeah. Go
So
ahead.
previously, you make a top, and then you make a 702 retracement like that. So you top, and then you take this fib to that level. That's your 702, and that was it. And your alt market peaked there. Here as well. So you take from the high to there. That's your 702. Your alt market peaked there as well. And then here, it was different because this actually isn't the cycle top. This was the cycle top. On-chain metrics and the majority of altcoins peaked at here.
Yep.
And so did Bitcoin. This is actually the cycle top. So if you're taking it from cycle, so I know everyone likes to talk about the 4-year cycle. People that are taking the 4-year cycle into account and saying, okay, well, 4-year cycle, that means we top out late 2025. That's if you're taking this as the top. So if you're claiming this is the top, which on-chain metrics says it isn't, then you're saying that the 4-year cycle ends in 2025, late Q4 2025, right. November, October, those kind of times. That's if you're basing it from there. But the actual on-chain top says that it ends in Q1 next year, which is another reason why I personally think we're going to be topping in Q1 next year. But yeah, this was a complete anomaly. Distribution isn't really classed as a top; it's just distribution, and then an accumulation range, like what we see in every single bear market, marks a bottom. So the way you can kind of look at this market is, if you just want to use Elliott waves. That's how you can view this market technically, because this isn't an actual top. So technically, you can view this as Elliott waves, and that was just a distribution phase before heading into a bigger accumulation phase, because we accumulated this for another 8 months. This was an accumulation for 8 months, and this bottom was very quick. So technically, we've had a more impulsive bear market than we've ever had, which I think I've spoken about Elliott wave moves with you before. The fifth wave is always the most impulsive wave, so it happens the quickest. You know what I'm trying to say? So every move within this has been much quicker than previous moves. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So we range out, and then we do like 100% in like a week. So it's a very impulsive move on here. Me personally, I'm not taking this Elliott wave into account. I think this is a very far-fetched, and it's too based on cycles and Elliott waves for me that I'm not comfortable with. I like to do like just your basic cycle. So you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's what, and I'm seeing that this one as well. So I think last time I came on, I showed that massive chart with the Elliott waves on. I think I've still got it.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So I showed this one last time. And this is basically just discussing Elliott waves and what it feels like with each motion. And I think we spoke about when Bitcoin was here. And I was saying how the fifth wave is always the quickest wave. So this wave, this is the third wave. So this was a major third. So this lasted 275 days, and it did 225% in 275 days.
Whereas this move so far shouldn't be as big as the third wave, but it can be. And it's going to be much quicker. So that's why I'm expecting 135, something like that, within that kind of time radius. This is how I'm seeing the cycle. So I'm seeing a very quick, harsh top, like previously, like these tops here, is how I'm seeing it, with a retracement and the altcoins peak there. So that was it's kind of rambling, but that was your answer to your first question. Do I see a distribution? No. I hope I'm wrong, because if we see distribution, it's going to be the easiest sell ever. Like if we get a top
no
like
doubt.
this,
Yeah.
it's much
Yeah, we'll have
harder.
to do a show on it. Yeah.
Harder.
Mhm.
Whereas if we see distribution, I'll see distribution before we even get to the final part of distribution, and then I can be like, right, okay, my bag's I can you can kind of ladder out. You know what I mean? Whereas when you see something like this,
Yep.
it's you only know after it's hit that 702, your altcoins are peaked, and then it's game over. You know what I mean? So I hope I'm wrong, but in case I'm not, that's why I've got targets set for my altcoins. So 4.2s on market caps, and 135,000 Bitcoin. I've just got them targets set. If we go a lot higher, I don't care. I'm taking my profits, because if we do get a very harsh top, it's going to be very hard to sell.
Right.
What was your other question? So do I think it's going to be 2021?
Yeah, brother.
That was
Yeah.
that was no. Where do I think the bear market's going to be is something that I'm so confused about, because when you've got a base like this, an 8-month reaccumulation range, it's going to be so hard to just slice through that.
Yeah.
Like it's going to be so hard for a move to, let's say we go to 155, right? And then I just can't see that being sliced through. I just can't.
No, I don't think it will be. No, the previous.
So much...
The previous all-time highs are the previous low. Yeah, I mean, if you look at it, you can see it. The 20-something K was the previous all-time high. That's when I entered. I saw it. Well, I entered at 10K, but I saw it. I mean, it basically retraces in that within like one deviation. So, I mean, it's 55, 65K in that range. I mean, that makes a lot of sense. So basically a 50% to 70% crash all the way down to like 45, 55, even 65 in that range. More than fine. I'm curious. So, like you said, oh, you know what? One of the points I wanted to jump in on. Here, give me 2 seconds. You mentioned how some people might not believe you, so I'm gonna just kind of back it up here. For those of you guys that don't believe that this zone in 2021 was the actual top, every single indicator actually points to this being the top. You can see the cross down here on the stochastic RSI on the monthly chart, and then the massive RSI move to 91, 92 range. That is the only time. This second top had none of that. Okay. So when you look at that, we're currently passing the level of the RSI on the second. Actually, let me zoom in. Yeah, we're above. Wait, are we breaking out of it? We're about to break out of this trend here, basically, and we're gonna push higher, regardless of us moving to 96,000 or whatever. People are freaking out because we're under 100K, which is just shows like it's just you don't understand what's happening until we get to a crazy level like this. The blow off top hasn't happened, and if we do shoot to like 135K, whatever range here, and we have that level, I will be publicly saying, hey, you know what, Bitcoin has topped. I believe that's the top. I'm curious what you think, brother. So I'm gonna kick it back to your screen if you want. I mean, I'm curious. Do you have a time frame? I obviously everyone's saying like January, February, March range. Obviously, this market moves so fast, but I mean, these next 90 days are basically going to be like you gotta be fast and quick, and then just figure out what you're like. You need to basically be in what you're going to be in, and then just hold it, and then you sell it when everything's ready. So what are you thinking? Bitcoin top, and then obviously XRP, Hbar, all these other assets follow right after. I mean, what do you think?
So, on a timeline perspective, I see Q1 next year, late March is I think altcoins will top. The reason for this is because I think I did a tweet about this the other day. So if you want it in more detail, I did a massive tweet, just explaining signs for tops, and the things I'm going to be looking for to mark a top, and the kind of phase we're in at the moment. So you're completely right. I think it's very underestimated how quick these moves come now. The final phase of the bull market, on average, is like 120 days long. So it depends where you take that from. So you can take that from when total 2 breaks into a new all-time high. You can count 120 days from there. Me personally, just because I want to be cautious and be able to take some profits this cycle, I've taken it from when XRP started to moon. So I'm kind of marking out 90 days because that's previously how long XRP bull markets have lasted, like 90 days, 60 to 90 days. I'm marking out 90 days, and wherever XRP is then. Obviously, if price action is showing me different, I'll readjust. I'll take some profits, of course, but these bull markets don't last long, man. Bear markets will last 2 years. Bull markets last half a year, if that. So now is the time to really pay attention because altcoins are, well, we are witnessing an alt season. We had TRX doing 100% yesterday. Hbar, all these dino coins collectively have done back a 50x in the past month. So these are signs that we're in an alt season. And these signs came when Bitcoin broke out into a new all-time high here. So that means two things for me. Either currently we're in distribution on Bitcoin, or we're going into an expansion phase on Bitcoin. Now, it's hard to kind of tell when you're in the moment how long these things kind of last, but just giving it a broad understanding of how long other bull markets have lasted, it is like 120 days. So whatever you thought before, kind of rein in your expectations. You've got to execute pretty quick. You got to execute pretty quick in these moments. So if you've got targets, make sure your targets are like responsible. XRP ain't going to 100, little bro. It ain't going nowhere near 100. I'm very sorry. So make sure your targets are responsible, and 2, just make sure you're keeping track of time because these things I cannot stress enough. Mainstream Twitter doesn't talk about how long these cycles last. These are very quick. 90 to 120 days is like your average bull market when total 2 expands. That's like your average. So just make sure you're keeping track, and that does, that is like Q1 next year. So that's what I'm going to say about my time and how quick these go. Was that the only question?
Sorry, I hit the wrong button here to unmute.
All good.
Yeah, no, that was definitely my main question. I think everyone wants to kind of know that. So you said 90 days from XRP. So when did you see? So that was in what was it? October, right, or November?
Yeah. So currently on XRP, if we're classing, I'm classing the LPS. So
Right here,
4th
yeah.
of November. Currently it's 30 days. So I'm expecting
about 2 months from
another.
now.
Yeah. Because you've got to take into consideration these large caps have got to rotate into mid caps as well. So you've got to have time to do that. So the ones that have exact same thing of what I was saying before about Solana moving when Bitcoin didn't expand. Those coins, so the coins that moved first, so pre-Bitcoin, won't have as big as a move after Bitcoin's expanded. And it goes to the same thing. So XRP, Hbar, your early movers are not going to run the entire bull market because there's every coin has its pump because money's getting taken out of the early movers and put into the late movers. That's how that money is rotated. So these markets are very quick. Your coin might only have a bull market for 30 days. Literally. That's how quick these things move. Bull markets on. That's not a bull market. That's still classed as a bear market until you're through your retracement. So your 0.618, your 702, your 786. Until you're through those retracements, your coin is just in a retracement zone. So your coin could literally just go to its 0.618, and that's it. That is very normal. That's like a completely normal thing to happen. Very, very rarely will a coin go into expansion. So XRP on the market cap, and I think actually on normal price is through all retracements. Yeah. So XRP is fully through retracements. So this is classed as an expansion. So anything before this was classed as a retrace move. Now we're in expansion on XRP. So your coin could literally go from bottom to your 618 and top within 30 days, and that could be completely it. That could be your coin's bull market. That's why these retracement levels are so important to keep an eye on because your coin literally could just top there, and you've got price. So, for example, on Hbar, the entire bear market, I was tweeting out saying, I think anything over $1 on XRP on Hbar is ludicrous. just because for XRP to go above 70 cent, the market cap has to complete a full 4.2 and some.
Yep.
And a full 4.2 is like that's a completed expansion. That's a completed expansion in every single sense. So a full 4.2 is where your market makers are going to start taking profit. And your market makers aren't looking at the price; they're looking at the market cap, because that's how this works. So whilst you're waiting for a full 4.2 on the Hbar price, which is like $4, you're going to get swept away with those unrealistic targets by a 70 cent top on Hbar. This will happen. I can promise you, this will happen. No financial advice, but please rein in your targets, because for Hbar to go to $4, what is that market cap? That's like top 10, yeah? That's like
Yeah. No, it is. So that was what I was saying. 78 cents if we don't break top 10, 78 cents if we don't hold top 10, even if we break into it. $3 market cap for Hbar is 100 billion. So that's where Solana is right now. Solana's like 112 bill. Like Hbar, and obviously Solana could go higher than that, whatever. But just understanding where we can go. I mean, it would have to be so extreme, so fast that if we break $1 and go way higher, like you just have to take profits and don't even think about it. Like that would basically be the extreme scenario. I personally still believe we top at 78 cents, double from the previous top. I said it back when we're at fucking 4 cents, and if I called it, I mean, you guys better be like, hey, IFX was right. I'm waiting for him to make the next call at this point. And yeah, I'm too. Like we literally called 4 cents, and if we called the exact top, like you have no idea how locked in we have been, but how locked in we're gonna be going into the bear market, finding the next opportunities. Like
I'm so excited for the bear market. By the way.
Oh my gosh, the bear market. Technically, like we make money like when these markets pump and stuff, but like you make all your money. I don't think people understand this either. Like you make all your money in the bear market. You find the place, you find the opportunities. Obviously, you can trade them, but like if you're not finding the ones where they bottomed out, you find where they retrace, whatever. Like if you're not buying the fear, which 99% of people won't do, that's why you don't make any money in this space. If you don't buy the fear at the bottom, like it's so easy to 2, 3, 4, 5x or whatever if you're willing to do what most people won't ever do, and buy during these accumulation. I need to learn the Wyckoff and the Fibonacci's, and I'll take my trading to the next level, honestly.
Yeah,
but
literally.
I mean, that's my next thing to learn personally. But yeah, I mean, it's been incredible watching the market go up. But I knew all this, right? We talked about it at 4 cents Hbar. XRP was at 30 cents, 40 cents when we were talking about it on the show. Like everything is up already quite a bit. Not that you're too late. Obviously, I wouldn't recommend buying too much at these levels in terms of like nearing tops. But what I will say is like you gotta be focused. For me, at least, my theory is you gotta be focused on the risk on assets at this point. So like your DeFi, your memes. Obviously, it's way more risky, but that's what you. I mean, you're kind of later already into the bull run. I mean, we're like 1 to 2 to 3 months away from like the actual top. I believe Bitcoin probably won't follow 2021. A lot of people are pretty much the consensus is we're going to do 2021 again, and we're going to have double top, whatever. Like when everyone says something, usually I want to do the opposite of that. So for all we know, we will tank over this coming summer to like 50K, 40K, 60K in that range, 65K for all I know. And that's where I'll be a buyer. You know, maybe I'll buy a Bitcoin at that range. Who knows? Like, but that's when I'll be a buyer again. Right now, I'm mainly just holding. And then everything else. I mean, if Hbar, I haven't even talked about Hbar retracing. Like Hbar goes to 78 cents. Well, what's a 70% drawback? You know, that's 15 to 20 cents, somewhere basically where we are now. You know, like I'll be a buyer then. You know, like you got to be buying at the bear market. Got to be buying lower. And then if you're not, buy the assets that haven't pumped as hard. So when Hbar pumps again or XRP pumps again, okay, find the memes, find the communities, find the teams, find the tokens, like the main dexes, that kind of stuff, and then just hold them. And when you get the blow off top, I told everyone, pick up some sauce, pick up the top memes on Hbar. I'm not buying Hbar at these levels. I'm buying the DeFi assets, the memes and stuff, because if Hbar does a 2 to 3x from here, well, I want a 10x my Hbar. You know, I want a 100x it or more. And that's what I'm focused on. And if anyone's interested in that, obviously I have alpha chats. Just shoot me a DM if you're interested. HBAR and XRP ones are really the ecosystem I'm going to focus on for this bull run, but it's going to happen so fast. And yeah, I mean, if you're not prepared mentally for what's about to happen, I mean, you're going to be like, oh, like that's how easy it is to round trip my bags. Like that sucks. I'm going to have to wait another 3 years or whatever, unless this cycle is just so different with regulations and stuff that like everything's just going to go crazy and stay up. Like that's never happened before. Even I guess.
It won't though. It
Yeah.
just really won't. Don't listen to narratives, please.
Yeah.
Anyone listening, narratives are so unimportant. And you guys who are in here are probably from Apex's streams before, so your HBAR crowd, your XRP crowd. You've literally witnessed these coins getting crapped on for 4 years. Everyone is fudding down here. Oh my god, my HBAR go down because the HBAR council keeps selling HBAR. Shut up, man. That just doesn't affect the price at all. No one is selling HBAR there because some guy is giving himself $1 million every month in HBAR. No one gives a shit, mate. Like, if you sold there for that reason, I hope you look at the chart now and you are like, holy, I believe all the narratives. Next time, I'm just going to look at charts and not narratives because I'm telling you, man, narratives just you get good narratives at the top and you get bad narratives at the bottom. That's how these work. And if you're in a bear market, if this is going to be your first bear market, you want to be buying when everyone's scared of buying.
Yep.
When you buy, you feel stupid. I remember IPEX, you were there. I remember the FTX crash.
Yep.
A Bitcoin FTX crash. I was buying. I was still scared. I was still thinking, there's no way we can come back from this.
Yep.
Down here, I was scared that the people in suits are going to come in, regulate crypto to a T. You wouldn't be able to go. You wouldn't be able to hold on an exchange. All your profits would be locked up. Your coins would be locked up. They will be watching you for all your tax reasons. I was down there genuinely. I was still buying because that's what I was told to do. I was told to buy when I was scared, so I did. That's just what I did. I was still going to work and asking my partner Joey, like, "Yo, Joe, what do you think about this? Can we come back?" And Joe was like, "I'm buying. I don't care what anyone else is doing. I'm buying." So I just copied Joe. We both kind of learned together. Everything else, and yeah, the rest is history. But yeah, you want to be selling when everyone else is trying to buy, and everyone else wants to buy. That's when you want to sell, and when it feels stupid to sell, when your price hits its target and you sell, you want to be like, but this could go another 10x. That's what you want to be thinking because everyone else is thinking that and they're going to get dumped on. And then the same thing goes at the bottom. You want to be buying when no one wants to buy and everyone wants to get out and it feels stupid to be buying. You want to be questioning yourself. Should I really sell here? Should I really buy here? That's how it should feel like. That's what these cycles do to you. It's an emotional, immense game that how it gets you. It's crazy. But yeah, as Ipex keeps saying, he's got to lock in. Ipex, I'm gonna head out so you can give like an outro. Just 2 things. We've been in here for 3 hours. Just 2 things. Anyone's listening. It's listen, guys. I know we had a little emotional rant. It's time to lock in. The only way you're gonna get output in this cycle is if you do the input. The only way you can affect an output is by the input. There's no other way around it. If you are half arse in the cycle and someone else is fully locked in, they will just beat you. They just will. This is a full competition game. They're gonna get smacked around by the people that are sitting here, like me and Ipex, 24/7 on these charts. You're gonna get smacked around, and we don't want that because we know how hard this market is. It's very manipulative on the emotions and the price chart. When you see your portfolio go from what you initially invested to, holy, I didn't even know this money was possible to achieve. And we understand how it gets you mentally. You need to lock in. You need to just ignore it. I don't care about this price at all. And the last thing is, I said it earlier, this money is not yours until it's in your bank and you have paid tax. If you are sitting there looking at your portfolio thinking you are rich I'm sorry, you will fail this cycle because you are not rich until it is in your bank and you're paid tax. That's the only way you have made money this cycle. And even if it's $1,000, you have done better than the average trader. And the average trading lifespan career is 3 years. And if you start in a bull market, it's 2 years. So if you can beat all the averages, if you can profit 1,000, buy in the bear market and last to the next bull market, you can class yourself as a trader. You are an investor. Until then, you're a little brokey, and you just need to sell the top, buy low. That's all I'm gonna say.
Awesome,
Guys,
brother.
just make sure you're taking profits. And yeah, none of what we said was financial advice. We haven't got a gun to your head. Only invest if you understand the risk of investing, and if you can't afford to lose any money, you shouldn't be investing anyway.
Yep.
Investing is if you've got spare capital and you want to risk some, then you can do it. But if you've got a mortgage coming up and you're putting your mortgage on it, that's your own fault. Me and Apex did not sit here and tell you to buy anything.
Exactly. Well,
Ooh,
brother,
that's
it's
three
been
hours. My brain is
amazing.
cooked.
Yeah, me too. No, I really appreciate it, brother. I mean, this is something every single, even if we affect a couple people and they actually genuinely listen this time around, right? Because a lot of people have been listening for over a year, probably didn't take profits, probably didn't buy in at the lows, that kind of stuff. But you're genuinely fading the alpha that's being shared here today. If you're not liking, retweeting, sharing the alpha with your friends, if this is a show that you feel genuine alpha from. We've been here for years. We've been hosting shows for a year at least at this point, just talking about charts. We cover it live with you guys as well. So if we're wrong, you guys can come back and say, "Hey, you're wrong. You don't know what you're talking about." I can only do this long because we actually know what we're talking about for the most part, and we keep hitting every single time. So
Yeah,
you gotta
literally.
take profits.
Back.
Yep.
If you're not going to listen to what we're saying this time, and you're saying this guy Yanta, this guy knows nothing, go back to the previous live stream, boys. I was the only person calling for a new all-time high in October and the first week of November. Everyone was shitting themselves. Hey, me and IFX, we're going to put in the work. Regardless, we're going to put in the work. I'm sure IPAX, are you starting live streaming every day again now?
Awesome, brother. Well, I appreciate
Are you
you.
live every day now, IPAX? Are you back to doing it every day?
Yeah, Monday through Friday. We're gonna do it at this time though. So at what was it, 3 p.m. EST? We're gonna move it to that one, and then we'll probably do some Hbar ones too after it. So we'll figure some things out. But yeah, XRP one specifically with Bert. Bert is Bert community. I'm gonna throw the Bert chart back up, but I do want to give a massive shout out to our amazing guest speaker here today, Twizzy Yam Crypto. Make sure to find him on X, shoot him a follow, DM him if you want to get to know him better, maybe some charts, that kind of stuff, teaching and studying the art of Wyckoff, student of life. And then, brother, if you are getting onboarded to Bert's community,
I'll give you a
we'll
message.
welcome you.
Give you a message.
Yeah, shoot me a DM after. We'll get you set up. Like I said, you don't have to put your whole portfolio.
Nah, bro,
but yeah, 100 XRP, 1,000 XRP in that range is more than plenty for what's about to happen in XRP memes. Super bullish on it. But like I said, follow at Twizzy Yam Crypto. It's up on the screen. Let me actually zoom in just in case those of you guys on like mobile or something. It's really small. Make sure to show him a follow, show him some love. We're gonna have Joey on here too. I'd love to have him back on sometime soon. But we had about almost 700 people live here, which is absolutely I just looked at it right now, but absolutely insane on top of the space too. So shout out to everyone in the spaces in the live stream as well. Let us know you're here. Hit that live stream, hit the live chat feed. Let us know you're here. Hope you guys enjoyed the show here today. We're gonna close the show out with the usual Bert the Bird theme song, the anthem here. So if you haven't seen it yet, I'm actually gonna add it to the screen. But brother, if you want to say any final words before we wrap up the show here, you're welcome to jump back in.
Yeah, listen, guys, don't take IPEX for granted. He's here every single day. And if it's not every single day, he was doing it every week. But his alpha is genuine. If you are in the Hbar ecosystem, or now I think the XRP ecosystem, there is no person covering the XRP ecosystem like IPEX. You are genuinely missing out if you aren't in these live streams. If you are fascinated about meme coins and upcoming drops in the XRP space, IPEX is your genuinely your go-to guy. Don't start watching someone who joins the XRP when it's at $8. Watch the guy who was buying and who has built a community when he was in the bear market, because he knows more than anyone at the top. I appreciate letting me come on. It's been 3 hours. I appreciate the time. Me and Joey both got time for you, man. So whenever you want us on, just shoot us a DM. I literally
Awesome,
respond.
brother. Yeah, no,
we have time for you, man. We have time for you.
we'll
So
definitely have to run it up as we continue to get closer to the bull run top.
Yes,
I'm gonna need some TA with you as well. I don't want to just be in my head about because I only trust a handful of people. You're definitely one of them that I take their TA seriously. But with that, let's wrap up the show here. We're gonna end it with the Bert's anthem. If you wanna watch it, just watch your screen here. I'm about to share my screen.
I'm in. Yeah, I'm in.
It's about a minute. It's 2 minutes long. Let's go. All right, you guys. Much love. Appreciate everyone tuning in to the Bert stream. Make sure you shoot Twizzy Yam. What is it? Twizzy Yam TA, I think it is. A follow.
Yeah.
Make sure to show them some love. And with that, we're gonna wrap up this show. Appreciate everyone that tuned in. Let's run it up.
Thank you, everyone. I don't think it's playing sound, Apex.
All right. It looks like Yam was right. I didn't realize that it had removed the audio, unfortunately. So let me actually restart the share screen. Dang. All right, let me restart it. You guys didn't even get to hear it. Just start.
Bert is Bert, the highest Bert is the word is Bert. Does its own thing, haters getting hurt, drops of golden nuggets, Bert. Bert is Bert, the highest Bert is the word is Bert is the word
Hey, you guys, I just want to say a massive shout out to everyone that tuned in to the live stream here today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We talked about a bunch of different chains here today. Obviously, XRP, the Bert token. Actually, I'm going to pull the Bert token back up. Give me a second here to re up my screen here. I do want to just kind of end the show out with the Bert chart per usual. My current phone's about to die. We ran this space up for quite some time. All right. Yeah. We won't always do the 3 hour ones. Usually when we have guest speakers, we'll do it for probably like 2-3 hours though. So ton of alpha. Make sure to share with your friends. Ton of alpha covered here today. But wick off distribution accumulation zone clearly happening here. I believe the bottom is clearly in here. As we head into the end of the month here, I know a lot of people think that that's like forever. That's such a long time. But if you're willing to, if you really want to see these massive, massive gains, well, you got to take the opportunities, take the chances, as we talked about this whole show, and talk about when you're making these entries at these levels to see these kinds of returns. So lock in, find the communities, find the most organic plays possible, and you just got to buy and hold and be super patient. And that is how you just absolutely outperform everyone in the entire market. With that being said, we'll end the show here. Again, I massively appreciate everyone that's been tuning in. Before long, we'll get to well over 1,000 people every single day, onboarding all of you guys here to First Ledger. So if you're not on First Ledger yet, make sure to pull it up on X here at First_Ledger. Link in my bio. Let me actually pull up my bio really quick, just in case you guys might be new. Let me zoom out really quick. All right, link is here. Here's the referral link. All you got to do is click this and you will get redirected to the Telegram. So all you got to do is set up a Telegram, hit the link, and you will get started trading on a First Ledger, which let me pull it up here. It's called firstledger.net. And then, of course, you could track the tokens now on XRP on a deck screener. You just click on the XRPL tab. But this is what First Ledger is going to look like, firstledger.net. Once again, then you can just scroll through all the memes that you see. And you can see Bert here. They're actually up. We're up almost 50% in volume on the 24-hour. It looks like we're the only one in the top 10 tokens actually up right now on the volume. So clearly the space made a positive impact. Shout out to all of you guys, all the new Bert holders. Join us in the Telegram as well. The links are all up in here. Let me see if I can find them really quick. Yep, all right here. You can find all the links here in First Ledger on the main platform and on Telegram as well. So shout out to everyone tuning in today. We will end the show here. Much love, you guys, and we'll catch you tomorrow, 3 p.m. EST, the place to be in Web3 here in XRP. Peace, y'all.